Well, it's a beautiful, warm August evening in Denver. We're getting you ready for the Diamondbacks and the Rockies coming up next right here on FS1. The MLB on FS1 pregame show is sponsored by Geico. As we say, welcome, come on into our LA studios along with the D-Train, Dontrell Willis. I'm Kevin Burkhardt, taking it up to the Diamondbacks and the Rockies, so we got a good one coming your way for you. But just want to remind you while we have the second that don't miss Baseball Night in America this weekend. Most of you will see the Yankees and the Cardinals across the country. Others will see the Tigers and the Twins. Coverage begins 7 Eastern. That'll be Saturday on Fox. Look, and if you talk about history, a little success, multiple World Series titles in the history of our game, well, Yankees 27, Cardinals 11. That is the matchup. Now, Cardinals are in a little bit of a tough spot, and the Yankees went to the World Series last year. We know they dropped it in 5 games to the Dodgers. They go through this mid-season struggle, it seems like every year for the past 3-4 years, Dontrell. Are they going to come out of it, and do they have a run in them to get back to the World Series again?
1,000%, I believe, have a run. First and foremost, their schedule softened, so I think that plays in favor for the New York Yankees. Also, Giancarlo Stanton has been a monster over the last month. They're going to find a way to get him in that lineup because he's a presence and he's a protector of Aaron Judge. I think they elongate the lineup with him, and when he gets hot, he scares everybody in baseball, especially the long ball department. Now, I need Max Fried, the ace, to play a little better. He sluttered along over the last 7 starts. And the back end of that bullpen, KB, they have to be locked down with Bednar and Duvall and company. That's just the bottom line. They've given up way too many games. They put themselves in this position, but I believe their best baseball is still forward.
Yeah, and I guess for them, you want to see Aaron Judge. He was so hot, got hurt, and trying to find that form again since getting back right is him finding the first half Aaron Judge form, right? We'll see if he can do that, and we'll find out if the Yankees can do that and go on some run to make that deep playoff push. Also on Saturday, be sure to catch the Pirates battling the Cubs at Wrigley Field. Coverage begins 1 Eastern on FS1 for that game. So you look at the Cubbies, right, and they were a first-place team for a long time in this Central Division for the Brewers, just motored right past them. And if you look at their last 4 playoffs, last 4 postseason results, look, it's been a long time since they won the World Series, right? In fact, it's been a long time since they've went on that run in the postseason. And now, you know, we looked at the first half like this is the Cubs division. Yeah. And then the Brewers just got red hot. Cubs offense has gone cold in the second half of the year. What is their ceiling right now? How do you look at this team?
Well, you look at them offensively, I still think they can be that first half team and do some damage and get to the National League Championship if Pete Crow Armstrong returns to form. He's been struggling over the last couple weeks. Also, Kyle Tucker, the power department has been missing in his game. And this is a big year because this is a free agent year for him. And so those 2 guys have to be the catalyst. Also, if you look in the rotation, they're going to get Tyon back in that rotation. I feel like they need a little bit more trusted depth in that rotation as well. And I think they'll be just fine. Now with the Milwaukee Brewers surging, they're going to find out who they're made of in the next couple of days because they have 5 ball games against the Milwaukee Brewers next week. Yeah,
I mean 5 ball games, but we'll see. They have to win all 5 basically. And I think the Brewers are the best story in baseball, right? You think about where they were. No one, and I mean no one. Their manager Pat Murphy said this the other night. Like no one in the preseason said, "Oh, the Brewers are going to be the best team in baseball." But they've got so many great parts to their team. Yes. And I know you like their pitching staff. So yes, they're the best team in baseball. They're miles above 500. But are you believing they have enough for a deep playoff?
Absolutely, because they do everything well. They do the little things well. They run the bases, they steal the bases, timely hits. They defend at a high level. They have firepower in the back end of that bullpen, so they do not give up leads. Pat Murphy has a good chance to be able to be manager of the year once again. He's galvanized his group. It's kind of a Pat Murphy gritty type group. And Christian Yelich, as long as he's able to stay healthy, he's a presence in that lineup, and also Vaughn as well. And so I love the way their lineup is constructed, and they are rocking and rolling up there. That is one of the best environments in all of baseball, whether you're an opponent or you play for the Brew Crew, and they're believing up there in the North.
It's amazing, right? I think Christian Yelich said it best earlier this week. He said, the Cubs have Craig Counsell and half our old coaching staff. Obviously, they lost Corbin Burns. They lost Devin Williams. They lost all these guys, and it hasn't mattered to them. And now we'll see if the Cubs have a run on them to try and catch the Brewers as good as they've been in this National League, and we'll find out. Coming up next, by the way, our guy, D-Train, right here. More work for you, Dontrell Willis. You're going to join Connor Onion for the call. It'll be the Diamondbacks Rockies, a little NL West action for you. That's coming up right after the break here on FS1. Enjoy it.
When a migraine strikes and I've taken a trip down, side effects like dizziness can throw me off. Ugh, migraine again. Ubrelvy works differently. It keeps me in rhythm, quickly stopping migraine pain within 2 hours. And some have pain relief that lasts all day, so I can handle whatever the day may throw at me. Don't take if allergic or with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Tell your doctor all medicines you take. Report increased blood pressure or color changes, pain, or numbness in fingers or toes. Get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, which may occur days after use. Ask your doctor how you can stop migraine attacks and stay in rhythm with Ubrelvy.
Sarah Benzino, Brandon Coley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
Yeah! Woo!
What'd she call Harper?
Oh, you mean Jablonski Auto Body LLC.
We actually sold the twins naming rights.
You know, like stadiums do. Kids are so expensive these days. Here he comes.
Oasis Breeze Tan and Spa.
Yeah! If you need a tan, I'm your man.
Could do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
Works for us.
The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
Action.
Applebee's 2 for $25.
Zoom in.
Get 1 appetizer and 2 entrees like the new chicken parmesan fettuccine.
Choose 1 appetizer and 2 entrees. Applebee's iconic 2 for $25.
Sorry, were we in that shot? Some people just know they could save hundreds on home insurance by checking Allstate first.
First night in the new house.
Ooh, yes. Like you know to check the neighbors first before buying a house.
What was that? What?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
With hundreds of sales every week, eat well for less at Whole Foods Market.
Whatever the moment, make it a cocktail. On the Rocks, bartender-created cocktails.
Welcome to Coors Field in Denver for night 1 of a 4-game set between NL West rivals, the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies. And it's the home debut of Kyle Karros, one of the prominent prospects in the Rockies organization. Had a great road trip to start his big league career, and now in front of the home fans for the first time. We're glad you're with us with the D-Train. Dontrell Willis. I'm Connor Onion as Corbin Carroll and Blaze Alexander get set to see a team they've had a bunch of success against this year. We'll look at their lineup that even since the trade deadline is still produced at a high level after giving up Eugenio Suarez and Josh Naylor, their corner infielders, Perdomo, Marte, and Carroll with Gurriel, the familiar names up front. Adrian Del Castillo and Tyler Locklear added to the big league club at the deadline. Alec Thomas, Blaze Alexander, and Jose Herrera round out the starting lineup for Torey Lovello and the D-backs. And they see a guy on the mound tonight for the Rockies they just saw and hit well on Saturday night. Bradley Blaylock is getting ready to take the mound for Colorado any moment now. And the defense behind him tonight has a guy that's a wonder to watch in center field play defense. Bretton Doyle, 2-time Gold Glover, back-to-back years. He's flanked by Beck and Freeman. Kyle Karros for the first time at third base at Coors Field. Ezekiel Tovar, also a Gold Glover, with Shunk and Farmer on the right side, and the All-Star Hunter Goodman catching. So the Rockies D-Train are coming off a comeback win, just like the D-backs are. Fun finish to both series with both teams on the road against the Cardinals and the Rangers this week.
You know what, for the Rockies, they have a chance to really do some auditioning and see who's going to be part of their future. I've already liked what I've seen from Kyle Karros, showing his athletic ability, and so right now it's definitely some audition time, especially for Blaylock. He's going to have to navigate a very, very talented lineup I want to see him be able to mix in some of the secondary early in the count. The Diamondbacks are one of the best teams in all of baseball, being able to hunt the fastball and slug off the fastball as well. But you can see his pitch repertoire, the four-seam fastball anywhere from 93 to 96 miles an hour. The split finger and the curveball have to be the equalizer to some of these talented left-handed hitters they have in the Diamondback lineup.
Well, the Diamondbacks hit that four-seam fastball well the other night. Got Blaylock for 5 runs, and a lot of that damage was on high fastballs. So we'll see if it's rinse and repeat for Torey Lovullo tonight. And D-Train, the message from Torey Lovullo to his team, yes, they gave up a bunch of guys at the deadline, but his mantra has kind of been, until there's an E next to our name in the standings, meaning eliminated, we're going to play just like we did last year and in 2023 when we were around 500 and made the playoffs and then the World Series.
You know, always making that stance, and I love that that comes from the manager because he's the tone setter. This is the first year for that organization that they've been the hunted, and so he admitted that this was really just an adjustment for the organization, but there's only 5.5 out. There's still a lot of baseball. They have to win their games that are in front of them. They're going to need some help as well.
Torey Lovullo with the Diamondbacks organization a long time. So is Warren Schaefer, even though he has the interim manager tag. He's been in the Rockies organization, D-Train, since 2007 when he was drafted as a player. So very familiar with the guys he's managing every day.
Yeah, 1,000%. And what Black loves him, especially just the way that he set the tone in that locker room. And again, like I said in the open, this is auditioning not only for the players, but for himself, how he's handling it and what he's teaching. And the way they've been playing of late has been a lot better, so it seems like they've been inspired a little bit.
Well, for the first time, he gets to write Kyle Karros into a lineup card at Coors Field just 2 years after he was drafted out of UCLA in the 5th round by the Rockies. With the trade of Ryan McMahon, their third baseman for several years, to the Yankees, that created room for Karros to have some run rate to play this year. And off we go with Blaylock's first pitch to Geraldo Perdomo. Inside for ball 1.
Love the development from Perdomo. Really has grown up, made some adjustments at the plate as far as this delay kick and the launch angle, but the ability to control the strike zone and not chase out of the zone and really grind the pitcher down really sets the tone for their offense.
Well, breaking ball in there for a strike. That's the secondary stuff you want to see early from Blaylock, right?
Absolutely. And also mound presence. You want to send a message to the other side that even though they beat up on him, being able to make an adjustment says, I'm not going to be afraid to continue to compete within the strike zone. Very important in the big leagues and especially pitching in Colorado.
Well, the 1-2 is in the air, foul and out of play. This is a change in the lineup the last couple of days for Torey Lovullo. He did have Corbin Carroll hitting leadoff, and Ketel Marte stays in the 2-hole, but Carroll and Perdomo flip. So Carroll the last 3 days hitting third. 1-2 is skied foul down the right field line.
We're already seeing the game plan from Blaylock, and I think that's going to be a reoccurring theme. Being able to try to jam and really drive that fastball at the inner half to try to set up the changeup away.
He's back with the 1-2, and the splitter is downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Both the fastball and the split, the Diamondbacks handled that pretty well in last Saturday's start that Blaylock had against them. 5 runs over 4 2/3. That's what Blaylock allowed. His breaking ball was excellent. And on a 2-2, he spins one inside. No hits against that pitch in the 4 2/3 he threw the other night. Here's Blaylock's payoff, and it's ripped foul. So Perdomo putting together an 8-pitch at bat, 9th pitch coming in this opening sequence of the game against Blaylock.
See, that's what I mean, Connor, just being able to win the at-bat and forced him to get in the strike zone. Good breaking ball once again, but very difficult as a starting pitcher. You're trying to settle yourself in, get your heart rate down, and all of a sudden, you didn't throw a 4-seamer that Perdomo has turned around, and now he's covering the breaking ball. And so, if you're Blaylock, you're going to have to go to outer half and try to get him to hit the ball to the big part of the diamond.
Another 3-2 and a walk. One of the best guys in baseball as far as plate discipline. Just put on a master class to start this game. 10-pitch walk, Geraldo Perdomo.
Now you have one of the best hitters in all of baseball right behind him, and so it doesn't get any easier for you. And so if you're a young pitcher, you're trying to just get an out to really be able to settle yourself into the ball game.
Well, you could make a really strong argument. This is the best second baseman in all of baseball right now, standing at the plate. Any argument from you?
Not at all.
Marte?
I live in Arizona. He's the absolute star. The ability to hit for power on both sides of the plate, down to the swagger, everything you want in a superstar, that's for sure.
He has absolutely crushed righties this year. And he dribbles that one foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. Third in baseball slugging against right-handed pitching. And that's actually a reverse of how a lot of his career has gone. As you said, D-Train, he's just a flat-out star against anybody. Usually these splits are trending more toward his natural side of the plate. Switch hitter batting right is usually where he has most success. And this is where he's done most of his damage this year. And he's underneath the 1-1. And a towering fly ball into shallow center for Doyle. And there's one away.
See, for Blaylock, that's such an important pitch. That changeup, not only when he's ahead in the count, but behind in the count, to slow down these Diamondback hitters, because you can tell early on they are hunting the fastball. They're not coming off that fastball because they feel like Blaylock makes mistakes with that fastball up in the zone. So that changeup to change eye level down, big pitch to the left-handed batters.
And he's going to see a bunch of them in this lineup. 6 lefties or switch hitters, so 6 guys standing up there on the left side of the plate against Blaylock tonight, including this guy who homered against him off that splitter last Saturday. And Carroll tied the game at 4 at the back end of that start for Blaylock, taking the splitter deep. He spins him ball 2.
Trying to land that breaking ball just to slow the hitter's mind down. Getting himself in a hole, and now what we like to say, you have to pay the piper and come across that plate.
See if he does on the 2-0 to Carroll. And he does.
Good pitch.
If you're going to come across the plate, that's the spot to do it.
Absolutely. Back in my day, it's cut 3 at least, making that mistake across the plate.
Hitting that spot was difficult for Blaylock. His first stint in the big leagues this year. It was up top, 3 balls and a strike. He was part of a start where he gave up 12 runs in 3 2/3 to the Padres, and then was demoted after that. Spent about a month and a half down in the minor leagues. And it's been better since he came back up. It's 3-1. And it's fouled off to load up the count.
As far as pure stuff, I like what I see from him. You know, the straight fastball. He's not afraid to challenge hitters. It's just about, you know, staying out of the hitter-friendly counts, the 2-0s, the 2-1s, doing a better job of trying to get ahead, especially in the big leagues.
He's down 2-0. He's fought back to 3-2 with Perdomo at first, and a throw over there. Diamondbacks haven't been quite as aggressive stealing bases this year as they have been in the past. And Perdomo is a threat to go over there. And a step off for Blaylock. So that's 2 disengagements now. If he goes over again, he's got to get the runner.
See if Carroll's all over this fastball.
Now Perdomo gets a walking lead. Didn't matter. It's ball 4. And 2 walks in the inning, have 2 runners on and just 1 out for Lourdes Gurriel.
still, even after the trade, it's still very deep and very experienced and talented lineup, and they can do this to you, not only with the power department, but with the speed. And so right now, Blaylock's trying to be a little bit quick to the plate. I think it's taken away from his execution.
So 2 on for Gurriel, who takes middle for strike 1. Saturday's walk-off winner came from Gurriel against these Rockies. Walk-off double in the bottom of the 9th for the 2023 All-Star, Lourdes Gurriel. Hasn't been at quite the same level the past 2 years. Runs in on him.
Tell you what, I still remember in the back of my mind, might have been last week, that baseball that he turned around off Mason Miller at 102, 103. I said, that's getting your foot down early. Good pitch, better take right there by Gurriel.
Yeah, one of the big deadline acquisitions for the Padres. Gurriel was saying that he felt like some of the defensive plays that the Rockies found all about last week, where he made 3 or 4 diving catches in that series. Felt like that got him right at the plate. You're on time with Mason Miller. You, like you said, you know it. You know your timing's right. The second year of a 3-year, $42 million deal he signed after becoming an All-Star in 23. Gurriel in an RBI spot, and he fists one foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good pitch by Blaylock to be able to drive that fastball in. So far, what I'm seeing is misses from the secondary. Their misses are on the glove side. Very important for him to have arm side command. I think he's going to get a better breaking ball once he gets that arm side command.
Is 2-2, and Gurriel drives it in the air to deep right center field. Doyle and Freeman going back, and they're out of room. Home run for Lourdes Gurriel to start the scoring in Denver. It's a 3-run shot to put the D-backs up early.
Well, that pitch wasn't as hard as Mason Miller, but Gurriel nevertheless got his foot down early and really just drove that baseball. Oppo Tacos, who's hungry. Fastball cut just enough over the heart of the plate. Gurriel being able to pull his hands through and get on top of it. And you heard that contact, and obviously you're in Colorado, so that ball takes a little bit longer to get down. This muscle just enough of it.
So Gurriel keeps on hurting the Rockies after his walk-off double. He starts this series with a big swing and big hair, as he tends to do.
I'm definitely jealous of the flow.
You were never rocking that back in the day?
Yeah, one year in 2005, I wanted to grow my hair out.
Del Castillo the opposite way, but playable for Jordan Beck, and there's out number 2. I think they call that the peacock.
I like it, and he dyed it.
You got the Sedona red in there.
Yeah,
the team colors. That's a good look.
I think he's an awesome fit for their lineup, especially where they're left-handed top-heavy. That, especially with the Diamondbacks losing Walker. Guys like that, you need that right-handed presence in the lineup, and he's been solid for them.
And Tyler Locklear with the bases clear and 2 outs after the Gurriel 3-run homer. And part of the return in the Eugenio Suarez trade, and he didn't mean to. Out to second base for Shunk, and the inning is over. But not before the hair and the swing come up big for Gurriel. 3-0.
It's me, Wednesday Addams. Your life just took a dark turn. I regret to inform you that I have devised the meal of misfortune with Wendy's. It's pure torture for your taste buds, with 4 nightmarish dips of dread. Don't waste my time asking which ones you'll get. You must surrender to your fate. Enjoy the anguish.
These dishes just aren't getting clean.
Problem isn't your machine. It's likely your detergent. I recommend switching to Cascade Platinum Plus. These new pods dissolve completely and have Dawn, breaking down up to 100% of tough stuck-on foods. Cascade Platinum Plus.
Liquid Death is proud to announce that we're the official iced tea of Arizona because we went to Arizona, Nebraska, population 278. We met the self-proclaimed mayor. We went to the courthouse for a vote. We threw the whole town a party, and we secured Arizona's endorsement.
Liquid Death.
Liquid Death.
Liquid Death.
The official iced tea of Arizona, Nebraska.
So now Liquid Death is the official iced tea of Arizona, Nebraska.
Okay, so you got hit by ransomware, and now everyone's in a panic.
What do we do?
A lot.
As the CEO, there's just two magic words you need to know. Minimum viability. It's knowing the core functions you need to get your business back, and the cost if you don't, and recovering this fast. Commvault restores the viability of your data, apps, and business in just minutes.
Like it never happened.
It's the fastest, most complete recovery anywhere, so you can be a continuous business.
Ah, yummy, yummy goodness. Isn't that the best part of good and fun?
No way! It's all the chewy fun!
I mean, if that were true, it'd be called fun and good.
Oh!
Don't even think about it.
Indulge both sides with good and fun treats for dogs. Let dogs dog.
Eduardo Rodriguez gets the ball to 3-0 lead thanks to a Lourdes Gurriel 3-run shot. And his first pitch to Tyler Freeman drops down low. Guy that's pitched in a lot of big games, including the 2018 World Series, Eduardo Rodriguez. Former Red Sox, now in his second year with the D-backs.
Yeah, the veteran left-hander.
Grabs the outside edge.
The veteran left-hander, excellent with the fastball, command on both sides of the plate. 85 Ks this year on fastball alone. That's third in the National League.
In the hole, it's short and through for a base hit. And Tyler Freeman has that average up over 300 with the leadoff single in the bottom of the first.
Look at the four-seam fastball. That's a very important pitch that I just mentioned. But the straight changeup, especially to the right-handed batters of the Colorado Rockies, has to play. Also that sinker. Try to get more ground balls and stay out of the air.
Well, that four-seam to righties. Opponent's hitting .231 against it. As Ezequiel Tovar swings at the first pitch. And there's the first out of the night for Eduardo Rodriguez as Marte runs it down.
Yeah, I love the captain calling off first baseman and taking the real estate away. But this is a young man here, Hunter Goodman, that is really a big part of their future. Love what he's done in the catcher position, being able to call games and do the best he can back there. But really, the offensive prowess is excellent.
One of the Rockies power hitting all-star catcher for the first time tonight. Leading all National League catchers with those 24 home runs. The only big league catcher with more home runs is leading all of baseball. That's Cal Raleigh. And in the record-setting season he's having with the Mariners with 45. Rest of the catchers in the distance, and Goodman yanks one to left field and foul. Trying to challenge that conversation. I don't know if he's going to hit 20 the rest of the year. But almost at 25 there.
You know what? With that big leg kick, Connor, he does a good job athletically being able to get down quickly and generate some power.
He's homered in back-to-back games, including yesterday's 9th inning go-ahead pinch hit home run at the top of the 9th. And Eduardo Rodriguez comes back in on him to get ahead 1-2. Since June 1st, this is in all of baseball. Hunter Goodman is the MLB slugging leader. Got two marquee names, All-Stars Byron Buxton and Shohei Ohtani, that he's ahead.
1,000%. He's the centerpiece of the future. You can build a lineup around him, especially when he has line power and it travels on the road. A good pitch by Rodriguez, being able to tie it.
Rodriguez gets him on the high fastball for the second out.
Excellent pitch and really good sequence. And I think they see a hole in Goodman as far as the leg kick going up and inside.
Well, we saw the first three guys in the lineup: Jordan Beck, Brenton Doyle, and Kyle Karros in the middle. Braxton Fulford, Kyle Farmer, and Aaron Schunk close it out. And what you'll notice is all righties tonight for the Rockies against the lefty Rodriguez. Fourth in the order, Jordan Beck takes strike one. This is a guy that mashes against lefties. He's got that OPS over 800 overall. Slugging almost 900 against righties this year, or against lefties, excuse me. So he likes this matchup with Rodriguez tonight. And some of that prospect hype for Jordan Beck has turned into solid big league production since July 1st. Trying to keep this first inning alive. Here comes the 0-2. And it's last to left center and down in front of Gurriel for a base hit. And a turn from Freeman, but he hangs on at second. And the second hit of this inning has 2 on and 2 outs for the Rockies.
Nice piece of hitting by Beck. This is a cutter going in, barreling down on him. Excellent job pulling the hands inside the baseball. Textbook hitting. Now you see why he was a big-time prospect, and he will be a big-time big leaguer as well. And so offensively, I love where the Rockies are trending towards. They just have to really start developing some arms that are controllable in the rotation.
Well, the offense hasn't been the issue, and that's been said over the years with where the Rockies play here at Coors Field. But they've crept into the top 10 in some offensive categories since the All-Star break. And haven't been able to stop people. Both runners take off to the trail runner. That's where the throw goes from Herrera. And both runners safe. Freeman takes third. Beck takes second.
Playing the game within the game and forcing the opposition to make plays. And so I love the aggression. Putting Doyle in a situation where he can get a base hit and get 2 runs back. And also you have some freedom with the manager. You know what I mean? Being able to put them in a situation to see if they can get it done in a high leverage situation.
Cutter backdoors him for strike 2. I'm with you, D-Train. The interim tag on for Warren Schaefer, and obviously nothing to lose to the Rockies, well out of the pennant race. This becomes a stress pitch after the double steal for Rodriguez with 2 outs. And Doyle slices one foul.
I mean, I'm sure, Connor, that's the conversation.
Best hitters.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm sure that's the conversation in the locker room. Is like, hey, man, you know, it's green light for everybody. If you can take the base, take the base. You get ahead in the count, be aggressive, and get your foot down and try to pull the baseball and hit the baseball with authority. Do everything you can.
Back-to-back 2-strike pitches that Doyle fouls off. That freedom that you're talking about, it was right around July 1st. Doyle started to feel that. He said he was kind of tense and in his head the first couple months of the year. He's been the Rockies' best hitter since the start of July. Hitting .344 since that point. Man, he swings through that changeup to get Rodriguez out of the first. Couple of hits, couple of strikeouts. 3-0 through 1.
Next level dog people give their dogs next level protection with NexGard Plus. One and done monthly parasite protection against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. Used with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Get next level protection with NexGard Plus.
Booking.com has all kinds of stays because a laid-back beach house is right for some.
Seashells!
But off-brand for others.
Seashells!
Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, booking.com.
So we go to Rome. The whole time I think that my boyfriend's going to propose.
And I knew he wasn't. It was basically the most unromantic, romantic trip ever.
I even ended up having to use my Sapphire Reserve card to pay for dinner because his card was not accepted.
Yeah, no ring, but at least you got the points.
Storm damage to your home turns your world upside down. So when disaster strikes, what do? Call Midwest Complete Construction. We're here to help make repairing your home easy on you. We work with you and your insurance company. We'll be at your home within a day, walk you through the process, and stay with you from beginning to end. Call us to check for storm damage and for your free assessment. Midwest Complete Construction, building relationships one project at a time.
Nature's Bounty. Every cell in your body depends on nutrients to fuel, renew, and function. Nature's Bounty supplements your diet with superfoods in just 1 capsule per day. It's in your nature to thrive.
Cardinals have one of the best unis in MLB. This is real loyalty here. Cubbies! Gotta rep them fresh.
Bam! Go Phillies!
Aaron Judge leads the Yankees against the Cardinals.
Oh, my goodness!
Or Tigers, Twins. Baseball Night in America, Saturday at 7 Eastern on Fox.
With a 12th straight game, the Diamondbacks have hit at least 1 home run. They wasted no time tonight. 3-run shot for Lourdes Gurriel in the first. They lead 3-0. As Blaylock goes back to work against Alec Thomas, Blaze Alexander, and Jose Herrera. Bottom third of the lineup for the D-backs. And Thomas muscles that out to center, and a base hit for the athletic center fielder for the D-backs to start the second.
Yeah, being able to pull his hands through and be strong enough to muscle up that base hit. And I know every time I pitched in Colorado, you know, it's such a big outfield. The outfielders tend to play back, and that would have been a base hit in any ballpark, but you try to take away those bloop hits because a walk, a bloop, and a blast, that's how that game gets out of hand. So I always told my outfielders to play normal depth in that outfield, and you can tell that's a lot of real estate to be able to cover.
Well, that worked out for you pretty well. I checked the numbers on you. 2-0 at Coors Field.
I love playing
undefeated.
There. Love playing there. Love playing against Troy Tulowitzki and Matt Holliday and some good battles up there. But I tell you what, my air intake, you know, I had to ran less poles up there at Mile High than anywhere else.
Brought the inhaler?
I had to. It's like Rocky Balboa cut me, Mick. I need help out here.
You're not running any stairs there, though.
No, sir.
Well, Blaze Alexander, he's having the best month of his 2-year big league career. He's hitting .341 since the calendar flipped to August. In an 0-2 against Blaylock after the lead single from Thomas. And he hits another one hard, but right at Karros. Throw to first, not in time. So Thomas alertly scrambles back to the bag on a seed by Alexander that ends as out number 1.
You see an athleticism from both players. Karros being able to stay down and fire across the time, and Alec Thomas being able to get back. That's a tough play, especially how hard that baseball was hit.
So it brings Jose Herrera out of the 9 spot to the plate for the first time. And defense first catcher. And he drives this ball to deep right. Tyler Freeman back to the wall. That ball is gone. The first home run for Herrera since April 6th. Just his second of the year makes it 5-0 D-backs.
Hunting the fastball, another fastball, middle at 94 miles an hour. You just can't miss in that zone with that type of velocity. The Diamondbacks are second in baseball in slug and OPS off fastballs, so they definitely hunt the fastball very well and do a lot of damage off that pitch.
And the D-backs have gotten him twice. 3-run home run for Gurriel, now a 2-run home run from an unexpected source in Herrera. So what's that tell you now as a pitcher? Are you fastball shy after a couple get hit hard?
No, not at all. You just have to have better execution. And now that you can go in the dugout and look at the iPad and see where the pitch was and where they did damage off that pitch, you just have to be able to start living low and living long. Knee down. It really will help his split finger play better if you're able to drive that fastball down and get ground balls as well. Oh, no. Uh-oh.
Oh, Perdomo nasty hop, and the play made by Shunk. Oh, wow, off the trampoline. Shunk makes the play. And 2 down, adventurously.
Well, great awareness by Shunk to not give up on that play. He had a better angle, and good job by Blaylock to continue to get over there. Usually the pitcher sees a play where the ball bounces off the plate or bounces off the base. You're like, there's no chance they can get there, and they end up not getting over there. Good job by Blaylock to continue to cover that bag.
So a couple home runs against Blaylock, and maybe you look back at that moment where his luck starts to turn tonight. It's one off the first base bag for an out. And you could tell Marte did go after it. Brought up an interesting point, D-Train, about Blaylock living with that fastball low. Part of the reason the D-backs have really good offensive numbers this year is, one, this guy standing at the plate. But if you look at the production the Diamondbacks have had hitting balls low in the zone, they have a bunch of really good low ball hitters, including Marte and Carroll right in the middle. And a bouncer over to Shunk, and he vacuums up everything, whether on the grass, on the dirt, off the base, and the inning's over. But not before Jose Herrera hits his first home run since April.
Dreamer, my head in the clouds, so I'm off to find that place I've been. If only in my mind, the road I take is winding.
There's more room for imagination in the 3-row GV80. Welcome to Genesis.
My kids can't hide anything from me.
I'm home.
Especially when they've been using toilet paper that doesn't hold up.
Charmin Ultra Strong has a diamond weave texture that's more durable. And it cleans better, so you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
If you keep making that face, it's gonna stay like that.
I'm trying to get my own car insurance.
USAA. Grandpa was in the military. He shared membership with your mom so she could share with you. Easy.
USAA. Check if you're eligible today.
Lasagna?
Lasagna.
As in lasagna?
60% of cats are overweight. Feed them Iams Healthy Weight.
The mission: sneak inside, give out Pepsi to enhance the food's flavor.
To Will and Diane, you go together like Pepsi and hot dogs.
Babe, who is that?
I don't know. But he is right about the Pepsi and hot dogs.
The story for this team has yet to be written.
Pick it up. We've never seen anything quite like this.
Arch Manning, what a throw! This is gonna be a war right now.
For the first time in what the Rockies hope will be a nice long stay for Kyle Karros in Coors Field. He's in there after making his MLB debut on August 8th against these Diamondbacks. And Eduardo Rodriguez fires ball one after a scoreless first where Rodriguez worked around second and third, 2 outs, and struck out Brenton Doyle to get out of it.
The one thing I've seen from him so far, the athletic ability over there in the hot corner, has a little bit of Nolan Arenado with the little bat flip and a little twitch up there at the plate. Obviously a little bit bigger, but they're very high on this young man, and rightfully so. I think he has great plate discipline, great pitch awareness, and like I like to tell his dad, he's better looking and more athletic.
I was going to say, I thought you were going quick twitch like his dad. Then you threw Nolan in there, huh? Ground ball out to third, and his counterpart Alexander takes care of Karros in his first Coors Field at bat as a Rocky. And of course, EK, our co-worker here at Fox, that was a really cool moment when Kyle made his debut the other night in Phoenix. Base hit to right, mom, dad, brother all got to be there in a suite. And there were some happy tears flowing after his first big league at-bat ended in an RBI single.
You just love those moments, and I know their family is super close, and to be able to see your child really have his dream as of being a big leaguer and following your footsteps as a father, it's really cool.
And it must have been all that sugarfish sushi that Eric was feeding him when Kyle was growing up.
That's called good living.
That's all it takes to be a big leaguer. And Braxton Fulford getting the start with the lefty on the mound tonight. Homegrown rookie catcher who made his MLB debut in April. Had a 3-hit game against the D-backs on Sunday, second time in his career. And he waves through the cutter, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
One thing you see from the Rockies, especially from this young core, they're playing very hard every single night. I think there's an emphasis in not give away at bats, not give away plays, not worry about the record and where they are in the standings. This is very important to everybody in their locker room to continue to play hard and really show the higher ups that they want to be a presence next year.
Just missed. 3-2. And that's the deal, right? Some of that's going on Arizona's side as well. Who is going to be part of the core when the Rockies plan to contend again? Let a lot of rookies get playing time. And that's a called strike 3. Rodriguez takes care of back-to-back rookies to start the second. Strikeout of Fulford is his third of the night.
Yeah, excellent fastball by Rodriguez, especially to the arm side. Being able to drive that fastball down in the zone. So now, if you're a Rockies hitter, you have to look away, but you also have to be quick enough to be able to cover the cutter and the fastball middle end.
Vet against vet here. 9th year in the big leagues for Kyle Farmer. Interesting with all these righties in the lineup tonight. Rodriguez actually has reverse splits. Lefties have hit him better. And a bounding ball up the middle for a base hit. And Farmer with a 2-out single to keep the bottom of the second rolling for the Rocks.
Excellent job by Farmer. This is a cutting action, forcing fastball, and Farmer stays in the center of the diamond. I think that's so critical. Sometimes hitters want to pull their hands and try to get the barrel to beat the spot, but he's strong enough to be able to go right back up the box and elongate the inning.
Little check over there at first, and not the pickoff kind. See that?
I did, man. The games that they play. The games that they play.
I don't know if the first base coach passed the test either. Oh, man. Here's Aaron Schunk. Go high fastball on him for strike 2.
Trust me, Connor.
9-hole hitter tonight, Schunk.
Trust me, Connor. They will have a discussion about that at dinner. Trust me. They're in when it's all said and done, there'll definitely be a discussion about the cup check.
And strike 3. There's a sword for Rodriguez. He's got 4 strikeouts. That was a failed test down there at first that Farmer just administered.
Hey, you remember the first time we visited Ark Encounter?
Yeah, you fainted. Twice.
Hey, now, let's just say it's a little bigger than imagination, okay? And the exhibits, they're so lifelike. There's just so much for the kids to do here. Virtual reality, a zoo, I mean, they even have zip lines. I guess I just never thought a place like this could be real.
So, Junior was right.
I guess so. Ark Encounter, you just gotta see it to believe it.
Gatorade has the #1 proven electrolyte blend, designed to hydrate better than water. Made to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel, so you can lose more sweat and earn a place in history. Gatorade. Is it in you?
Peekaboo.
Let's talk salary.
Great. What do you typically offer for this role?
It's competitive.
And if it was a number, it would be...
A competitive number.
With Indeed, you can avoid awkward salary conversations from the start.
Well, a number.
Is it competitive?
Dreaming of the perfect family trip?
Who are you?
Penny, Priceline's AI travel assistant.
How about eco resort, free breakfast, zip line?
Done.
Yes. Bubbles.
Priceline.
2, please.
Make that 3. With the Capital One Saver card, you earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment.
Are you in this one?
Get your tentacles off my 3% cash back. Perfect delivery. What's in your wallet?
Beats up! We're trapped by dishes!
Don't worry, they've got John Power Suds. It traps, locks, and removes 99% of grease, so it doesn't get passed from dish to dish.
Ooh, clean and stacked.
Like ducks in a row. John Power Suds.
Subway's footlongs are packed with protein, like the Ultimate BNT or the All-Pro Sweet Onion Chicken Teriyaki with 58 grams of protein. And now, Subway MVP Rewards members can buy any footlong in the app and get 40% off. Fuel up now in the Subway app.
And a couple of home runs have the D-backs ahead 5-zip as Corbin Carroll gets things started with a routine ground ball to second, and Shunk puts him away. Hit up MLBshop.com for the largest and latest selection of jerseys, caps, hoodies, and accessories to keep you in the game all year long. Gear up, game on at MLBshop.com, the official online shop of Major League Baseball. Got a Guardians jersey out there tonight.
I think Colorado is one of those places. Colorado is one of those places that you see random jerseys. You know, somebody's just in town, and Denver's beautiful during the summer.
We'll have to get a look at the back of that. Maybe that's a Tyler Freeman Guardians jersey. I don't know if it has Freeman on the back.
I got Rodriguez. I got Ramirez. He's been outstanding once again.
It's Hosey?
Yeah, he's been outstanding once again, man. And they're nipping to try to get into the postseason as well, man. They stood pack, and they're battling to try to get in once again.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel in a 3-0 count after his home run, his first time up. And there's ball 4. Blaylock works very respectfully after the 3-run shot against him his first time through. You know, that's the thing for the D-backs, D-Train, is yes, they sold. They traded 6 players at the deadline, and feels like they're out of the race, but they are only 5.5 games out of the wild card. And the teams that are in front of them aren't playing all that well right now. 3 wild card teams right now are the Cubs, the Dodgers, and the Mets, who all have had tough Augusts.
Well, the term I like to use is the Mets are starting to Mets again. You know, and they're struggling to hold on to that postseason spot. And so you look at the Dodgers struggling, especially, you know, with runners in scoring position, and all of a sudden. And again, you're looking at where the Diamondbacks are right now. They're going to need some help, but the bottom line is they need to win the ball games that are in front of them, and hopefully somebody continues to slide. But that National League is going to be a gauntlet.
Oh, runner had a huge jump, and Gurriel swiped second base.
Gurriel beat him to almost get a walking lead, and so that's something for Blaylock when he really just does a good job of, you know, not repeating his time over there, because this is the second time you've seen Perdomo and Gurriel be able to get walking leads on him.
Perdomo's came on ball 4, so it didn't end up hurting him, but Gurriel with the true swipe a second. And now Adrian Del Castillo with a chance to drive in a 6th run of the night for the D-backs. After a 3-run home run and a 2-run home run, put the D-backs up early. Now he looks. Now he keeps Gurriel close. Well, the D-backs' remaining schedule is tough. I mean, they play 16 combined games against the Brewers, who are the best team in baseball right now, the Phillies, Padres, Dodgers, and Red Sox. And topped over to first. Farmer scoops that up, and Blaylock covers for the second out. Moves Gurriel down to third base with Locklear due up.
It is amazing, Connor, to see what the Brew Crew has done over the last couple weeks. The style of play. Pat Murphy, who recruited me out of high school to go to Arizona State. I mean, this is a Pat Murphy type team that they can run the bases, do the little things correctly, but I mean, they're averaging almost 8 runs a game like a juggernaut during this win streak.
Locklear flies one foul. They're well fed in Milwaukee. It doesn't take much to get good eats in Milwaukee, but free burgers for everybody from George Webb after their 12-game win streak hit yesterday. That was part of a promise from restaurateur George Webb back in the 40s. Milwaukee's baseball team goes on a 12-game win streak. The whole town gets burgers.
I love it. I love it. Put some cheese on it. I love it.
Well, it's like coming to Chicago. You can't get ketchup on your hot dog. You have to get cheese on your burger in Milwaukee. Have to. Now the Brewers with a big lead in the Central. 1-1. And Locklear lays off. 2 balls and a strike. So that'll be part of the gauntlet that's facing the D-backs, who sold their corner infielders both to the Mariners, Josh Naylor and Eugenio Suarez. Fly ball center field. Doyle started back. Now he settles. And the first scoreless inning of the night. I don't know if those are George Webb's or not, but it's working for the Brew Crew.
Aaron Judge looking to do some damage.
Oh, hey, Captain. Oh, my God!
Near the wall.
Sorry. Woo! No fly zone! So fast, Bobby. Paul skis! Cannons! Otani! Living legend! We did it! Yes! Oh, this is the best! Woo! I got it!
It's the Quad Cities Used Car Summer Celebration at Highland Toyota. Choose from hundreds of SUVs, trucks, 4x4s, all-wheel drives, hybrids, certified and economy vehicles from just $99.75. Scan the QR code to claim discount. Buy a certified Toyota. Get a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. No payments for 90 days. Plus, Highland Toyota will pay top dollar to buy your used vehicle. Highland Toyota on John Deere Road and 53rd Street, Moline, or HighlandToyota.com. We've got the inventory.
Power to get the job done. Technology to make it easier. Tried and tested quality to keep you moving forward. The only thing left to add is you. Then you'll understand how life is better on a Honda.
For Honda ATVs, Hawkeye Motorworks in Davenport. HawkeyeMotorworks.com.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Is that your car?
Yeah. No. No.
Like you know to check your sunroof is closed first, before going through the car wash.
Darn it. Dang it.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and save when you click or call. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Never too early for the swirls. We go to the bottom of the third. Eduardo Rodriguez gets Tyler Freeman, top of the order for the Rockies. And singled back in the first. He was stranded at third. Part of a double steal that set up a potential Rockies rally. And Rodriguez keeps on living at the bottom of the zone with strike 2.
So I mean, Connor, being able to live low, live long, be able to produce ground balls, and now all of a sudden he's being able to have a good feel of the fastball command to the arm side away from the Rockies' power.
Threw a cutter to get a bouncing ball and retire Freeman for the first out of the third. When you watch Rodriguez now, D-Train, versus the 2018 version of him, 2019 version of him when he was Cy Young candidate, anything stand out? Differences, similarities? at that point in his career?
Just velocity. He was able to throw in the upper 90s with that straight fastball, and really the pitch mix was the same. But now when you're able to rush that fastball, it makes the hitters want to engage, and so the changeup and the cutter was even more effective when he had more velocity. But the mechanics are the same. The way he attacks, being able to go down and away and then up and into the right-handed batter that you just saw with that cutter. And so it's always been his mix. He's always been able to command the baseball. Mechanics are very similar. They're simple, easy to repeat, and so that's why he's been in the big leagues for a very long time.
He's pitched in some of the biggest games in the sport. In Game 4 of the World Series in 2018 against the Dodgers, and he took the ball after pitching out of the bullpen most of that playoff run for the Red Sox. And there's another fastball that gets a strikeout for Rodriguez. One of the best in the National League at going up top. He has 2 outs in the 3rd.
I just love when the pitcher is showing the ability to change the eye level. In the first out, he's throwing 2 fastballs and a cutter down. Goes into VAR, and all of a sudden now is tying him up. And that pitch looks so enticing to the hitter to be able to get on top of it. But because you've been seeing down, down, down so much, it's explosive. And he goes upstairs.
So that thing feels a little bit heavier than 92, 93. Here's the all-star Hunter Goodman upstairs with the cut. 2 balls and no strikes to Goodman, who struck out his first time through against Rodriguez. Working on a 6 strikeout night through 2 2/3 scoreless. That sits at the top of the zone for strike 1.
That's a pitch that
Goodman almost got him the first time.
Yeah, that's a pitch that he wants to be able to drive, and he thought that ball was going to be more in a half, and that cutter stayed middle.
That one not close. 3-1. And Rodriguez looking for his first 1-2-3 inning of the night. Stranded runners in the 1st and 2nd. And pops the fastball back in there for strike 2. And Goodman uses his time in another 2-strike count with Rodriguez after the strikeout swinging his first time through. Here's the payoff. And he draws a walk. So no 1-2-3 inning for Rodriguez. 2-out base runner with Goodman brings the middle of the lineup to the plate for the Rockies.
Yeah, Rodriguez not happy with himself, especially when you get 2 quick outs and all of a sudden you elongate the inning and draw a walk. You got to be able to throw that ball on the plate and force the hitter to earn his way on.
And there's Jordan Beck, who took a high fastball and roped it into left his first time. And he dots one on the edge for strike 1. In round 2 with the cleanup hitter Jordan Beck. Stayed hot with that single his last time up.
Good pitch right there. Nice little change up by Rodriguez, playing off that fastball. One thing I do like with this core of young players, it seems like every couple years that the Rockies have a bunch of guys that have controllable contracts and really just buy in, being part of the show rocks, I like to call them. And all of a sudden they get more experience playing in high-level baseball games. They take a beating of their first couple years, and all of a sudden the Troy Tulowitzkis come out of nowhere that they're really established and really want to provide a winner for the city of Denver, Colorado.
Two 2 after fastball drops in again. That's what was part of the encouraging sign the other day when Chase Dolander went out and threw 5 good innings for the Rockies. 23-year-old flamethrower out of Tennessee they took in the first round a couple years ago. And a swing and a miss. 7 strikeouts for Eduardo Rodriguez, freezing the Rockies hitters tonight.
Still dealing with moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease symptoms despite treatment? Put them in check with Rinvoq. Rinvoq works differently, and it's a once-daily pill.
When symptoms tried to take control, I got rapid relief with Rinvoq. Check.
Rinvoq helped visibly repair my intestinal lining. Check.
I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
Rapid symptom relief, visible repair of the intestinal lining,
and lasting steroid-free remission. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50+ with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
put UC and Crohn's in check, and keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
And action.
Applebee's 2 for $25.
Zoom in.
Get 1 appetizer and 2 entrees like the new chicken Parmesan fettuccine.
Choose 1 appetizer and 2 entrees. Applebee's iconic 2 for $25.
Sorry, were we in that shot?
What's the worst phone call an exec can get?
Reach.
What? Scott?
Harris?
Right now we are completely offline and there is a ransom.
How much? So how are you going to recover from that? What if you could instantly rewind back to before the attack? With Commvault, you can do it in just minutes.
Like it never happened.
It's the fastest, most complete recovery anywhere, so you can be a continuous business.
People, they're good for squad goals and squad. People are good for these kinds of cheers and these kinds of cheers. Jim Beam, best enjoyed together. Official spirit of U.S. soccer.
A couple of home runs for the Diamondbacks have them up 5-zip against Bradley Blaylock, who's out for his 4th inning of work off of his first scoreless inning of the night. Had to work hard in that first inning. 29 pitches in the first, 28 combined the last 2 innings. And Alec Thomas has the lid come off on a big swing for strike number 2.
Yeah, when Blaylock started to settle in, he's really started to get the command to the glove side. A very important pitch to be able to not only land the breaking ball, but drive that fastball and the cutter into the left-handed batter.
And breaking ball that he gets in the zone, and you noticed that early in the start, D-Train, he did not have much feel for either the curveball or the slider.
Yeah, and it's such an important pitch for him to be able to go north and south and really change eye level and get some swing and miss. They want that breaking ball down in the zone.
And goes high fastball, and Thomas ropes it through the right side for his 2nd hit of the night. Good August continues for Alec Thomas. Leadoff single in the 4th for the D-backs.
Yeah, now Thomas can really use his legs and really force Blaylock to be quick to the plate, and that's where oftentimes pitchers make mistakes when they're too quick to the plate and don't execute.
Already seen the D-backs get a couple of running leads off of him. And Gurriel stole a base off him last inning. And not going. The first pitch to Blaze Alexander, tails outside. You know, we talked about it with the Rockies, how jobs are up in the air for 2026. That's definitely the case at 3rd base for the Diamondbacks. And Blaze Alexander, who's standing at the plate, has a chance to prove that maybe he's the 3rd baseman of the future. Now that he gets to play every day with Eugenio Suarez traded to the Mariners.
Well, defensively, he's athletic enough to be able to handle a hot corner. They're just waiting on his bat to be able to catch up and kind of match that. So he's going to get enough at bats down the stretch to really prove that he can really be somebody you can trust in the bottom of that order.
In August, it seems like the bat has caught up, hitting 341. And he drives this ball to deep left. This sends Beck back to the warning track, but he's got room. Almost the 5th home run of the month for Alexander, but the thin air didn't travel that ball enough, just underneath it for out number 1.
That's a ballpark kind of where every time a ball goes up in the air, everyone gasps a little bit. They've been so used to seeing guys be able to muscle balls out of that ballpark and not necessarily square the baseball up. And so even me as a commentator, my eyes go straight up and look at that outfielder to see where they are to be able to camp under the baseball.
You were saying earlier, you told your outfielders to play at regular depth. Don't cheat the dimensions in the air. Why is that?
Because, you know, the ball that's squared up, it's going to go out anyway. So I don't need you playing that far. I want you to play normal. Oh, no.
Well, that gets away. So Thomas races up to second, and he's not stopping there. Thomas makes the round to third, and he is out at third. Thomas pushing for the extra base, and Freeman with a hose to get him for out number 2 with help from Shunk backing up the play.
You know what? Doing the little things right. I believe this is from Shunk being able to understand the players behind him. I love the communication with first base, telling him that he's rounding, going for third, and that's a heck of a throw because as soon as Shunk got that ball, he fired it over there, and that was the only play that was going to get Alek Thomas at third base.
So 2 outs, base is clear, and Blaylock can face the minimum if he can retire Herrera. That's the second tricky play that Shunk has made tonight. Made the play off the bag that Geraldo Perdomo hit. And the ball that hit the first base bag and sprung into the outfield grass, and now Shunk, the long way to go to get that ball down toward the corner and help out Blaylock. 2 balls and a strike on Herrera.
All of a sudden, if you're
in the driver's seat, 3-1.
All of a sudden, if you're Blaylock, you're falling behind in the count after another quick out. You need to be able to get your offense back into the dugout. And so far, I like what I see from the young Rocks, playing defense very well at a high level. You cannot give away outs in the big leagues, let alone in Colorado, where the ball flies out of it. You have to be athletic and play clean defense.
Blaylock shaking his head after losing Herrera. So that'll flip it back to the top for Geraldo Perdomo for the 3rd time. Blaylock misses with the fastball, 1-0.
I like this mound visit right here because sometimes we're watching Blaylock when he provides traffic, the game tends to speed up on him. He's already at 70 pitches. He had a chance to have a clean inning and really not allow to show up once again. This will be their 3rd at bat. It's only the 4th inning. So you're playing with fire, allowing these guys to continue to come up inning after inning. And so this is just a lesson plan for him. And I had to learn it in the big leagues about being able to stay aggressive and be able to try to force the hitter to honor all your pitches. And right now, they're making Blaylock one-dimensional, and that's why the outs are hard to come by.
A couple hard hit balls early in this start, around some walks, including to Perdomo. And he sizzles that one foul. Ball and a strike. We've seen it from the expressiveness, as Perdomo will have to get a new bat. Yeah, he broke that one. We've seen some of the expressiveness from Blaylock. How important in your mind is it to you, D-Train, poker face? So he's shown. I mean, we had some shots. It looked like he was talking in plain sight. I don't have a feel for the breaking ball. Now the other team knows that.
Well, you know, Connor, you know, they understand the secondary pitches are just not landing. And so sometimes you show visible frustration, but oftentimes, you know, my hero, Dave Stewart, you know, he was stoic out there. He was very poker face and not giving an indicator that you don't have a good feel of pitches. And even if he's one-dimensional, he's still getting a lot of hard foul balls on the ground. And so sometimes you have to be a glass half full guy out there, especially when your back's against the wall, to say, hey, I just got to make this pitch right here, right now. Anything to be able to build on some positivity.
Two, and Perdomo smacks another one foul. And Blaylock, 24 years old, still learning to pitch at this level, and the Rockies sent him back down after that start where he allowed 12 runs against the Padres early in the season. Spent about a month and a half in AAA before he came back up, and then did find some success. But August has been rough. And at a 1.59 ERA in July, but it is ballooned to over 10 in August. This now is third start. Well, Perdomo had the 10-pitch battle with him his first time up. And this one ends with a base hit to center. The second time that Perdomo has reached, scoots Herrera up to second with 2 outs in the fourth.
Excellent at bat by Perdomo. He's been known to do this all season long. Be able to foul off tough pitches, gets a fastball right over the plate, stays in the center of the diamond, doesn't try to pull it and roll over. And so now once again, Ketel Marte is up at the plate, and I think this might be it.
Anthony Molina was warming for the Rockies. Blaylock at 76 pitches. Third time through, superstar for the D-backs coming to the plate.
Really like this mound visit to say, hey, where's your head at? Where do you want to attack him? You know, one swing, this game could really be blown open. Marte, who's done that all season long and really one of the prize hitters, not only of this season, but in Diamondbacks history.
With the 3-time All-Star, finished third in NL MVP voting last year. And you look at those numbers, big numbers again this year, on his way to his third All-Star game. It's been a heroic past couple of days for him, too. Well, this is not one of those spots, but Tuesday, 2-2 tie in the 9th inning, he hits a home run to beat the Rangers. Well, Wednesday, they were down 4-3 with 2 outs in the 9th. He had a go-ahead 3-run homer. And that's swatted foul, 1 ball, 1 strike.
He has a flair for the dramatics and the brighter the lights in the situation, and Diamondbacks want this guy at the plate.
Blaylock may be nearing the end. And Marte turns that around to right and rings it off the fence. Takes a hop off the scoreboard outline and away from Freeman. This scores 2 runs for Marte to make it 7-zip Arizona. And the big week for Ketel Marte rolls right into Denver with the RBI double.
He tried to go in on him. That fastball leaks right over the plate, and actually, if you're Blaylock, you're lucky this ball just hits off the wall, because usually he deposits it to the seats. And so this ball was squared up. No one broke stride.
So Blaylock got the one more batter. Marte made him pay, and on comes Molina in a 7-0 game in the 4th.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya. With rapid remission at 12 weeks and fewer bowel movements and less abdominal pain at 4 weeks. Most patients achieve remission at 1 year, and some patients saw visible healing of the intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Backed by over 15 years of clinical research. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
Get yourself ready for a trip through McDonald land. There's fish, shake volcanoes, you'll even find a French fry flash. But just turn around and see if you won't find a hamburger patch. As a handful of McDonald's in McDonald land.
Come get the new Mount McDonaldland shake when you order the McDonaldland meal.
When investing leads to questions, JP Morgan Wealth Management has powerful tools, research from expert analysts, and a single view of your banking and investing accounts right in the Chase mobile app. When you want to take control of your financial future, the answer is JP Morgan Wealth Management.
It's Saturday night. You could watch a game, or you could go out, make some memories. But people make bad choices on a Saturday night. Blind dates, shouting what over bad music and get bumped by some guy named Chad. Or you could be at home. No bad choices, no regretful texts, just high-stakes baseball with Joe Davis and Smoltz giving the play-by-play like a bedtime story for grown-ups. If it's Saturday night, it's baseball night in America.
Anthony Molina into the game for Bradley Blaylock, who is out after 3 2/3. For now, 7 runs, still responsible for Marte at second. So it's a guy who has started a game for the Rockies this year, hoping to give him some length in the first game of this series against the All-Star Corbin Carroll. And a little dribbler out towards second. Same result as the last time Carroll was up there, but another multi-run inning for the Diamondbacks. Marte with a 2-run double.
Great. Wait, why is Danny DeVito fishing in here?
Oh, that doesn't matter. This is a Jersey Mike's commercial. So what matters most is your sub and that sub bowl. Don't tell anybody about my secret spot. Where the subs matter most. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
With hotels and vacation rentals, Booking.com has something for everyone.
Seashells! You got anything more boutique?
Oui, right this way.
Yeah, we're talking. What about something more family friendly?
Maybe a resort with a water park?
Or somewhere less family friendly?
Yep, one Vegas hotel for the bride-to-be.
What if we hate everything?
We have free cancellation. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, Booking.com.
Liquid Death is proud to announce that we're the official iced tea of Arizona because we went to Arizona, Nebraska, population 278. We met the self-proclaimed mayor. We went to the courthouse for a vote. We threw the whole town a party, and we secured Arizona's endorsement.
Liquid Death.
Liquid Death.
Liquid Death.
The official iced tea of Arizona, Nebraska.
So now Liquid Death is the official iced tea of Arizona, Nebraska.
Dad, this guy says that we act like Gillette Labs is some miracle, but it's just another razor?
Gillette Labs ain't a miracle, but it sure as heck ain't my old razor. It's Gillette's best shave. And with up to 30 shaves per cartridge, I'm spending less. Its ultra-sharp blades last 50% longer.
And give you a fresh blade feeling time after
time. Time after time after time. Gillette Labs, the best a man can get.
Keeps getting better.
Everyone loves the new Jersey Mike's chocolate chunk mini cookies made with brown butter, baby. The camera person, the sound person, even the person who lives in my pocket.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, you're welcome.
One of the D-backs with early damage. Ketel Marte, the latest big swing. 2-run double to make it 7-zip. So big league for Eduardo Rodriguez against Brenton Doyle, who has the swing of the season in 2025 for the Rockies. Oh. And he ropes that one right at Perdomo. Got another good swing off, but Doyle unlucky for out number 1.
Yeah, hit it to the wrong guy right there, especially, but at least he continues to stay on the screws. He's been absolutely outstanding since the All-Star break.
Now, how about that swing he had a few weeks ago against the Pirates? How about that game?
That game.
17-16.
That game. You want to talk about what I said, cut me, Mick. Yeah, that was an absolute gauntlet of a ball game. And both sides didn't want to give it up, but yeah, absolutely monumental battle.
It was Pirates Rockies here at Coors Field a few weeks ago. Karros takes a strike. And if you're looking for a reason why this game might not be over, well, case in point, a few weeks ago, it was 9-0 Pirates after 1. So the Rockies are thinking, you know, ball game's over. Or maybe they're not, but everybody else is thinking that. They rallied to win that game 17-16, including Brenton Doyle hitting a walk-off 2-run homer in the bottom of the 9th.
Let me tell you something.
That just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Let me tell you something. Nothing is over in that ballpark. No lead is safe in that ballpark, especially when you have the offensive capability. A bloop here, a run here, and all of a sudden everybody's running back with their funnel cake saying, we got a ball game.
Rodriguez fires down to first for the out. Well, an exciting weekend, exciting couple of weeks in the NFL. Regular season coming soon, and Sunday the NFL is back on Fox. Kicking it off with the reigning MVP Josh Allen and the Bills, taking on Caleb Williams in his second year as the Bears quarterback. Preseason football Sunday at 8 Eastern on Fox. Joe Davis, Greg Olson, Pam Oliver, we'll call that one from Chicago.
I don't know about your Bears. I don't know about your Bears this year. We'll see.
My Bears. Saying they're my Bears.
We'll see. I got a little hope for my Raiders.
Watch yourself with that one.
I love it.
Yep, but my hometown is pretty excited about Ben Johnson being in town. I don't think our friends in Detroit are quite as excited about that.
No, not at
Talking
all.
of stealing Ben Johnson.
Yeah.
And base is clear for Fulford as Rodriguez goes for his first 1-2-3 inning of the night. And Perdomo helps him out. Another rangy play for the cornerstone for the D-backs. And there's the 1-2-3 inning Rodriguez wanted.
The chase for the championship is on at Live Golf Indianapolis.
Magnificent.
All the stars, one last shot at the title. Saturday and Sunday at noon Eastern, live on Fox.
Sharpie S-Gel. High performance, won't smear, won't bleed. An exceptional, smooth writing experience. It's vivid and bold. That's the impact of Sharpie in a gel pen. Sharpie S-Gel.
He's Donald Trump's #1 enemy in Congress, Chicago Senator Dick Durbin. And now Dick Durbin has a new scheme, a government takeover of your credit card. Today, consumers have thousands of choices in credit cards, all with equal, strong security. But Durbin's plan is less competition and less security. And that means more risk for your credit and your identity. Tell Republicans in Congress, stop Dick Durbin's takeover of your credit card before it's too late.
Honey, do you want me to schedule Calvin's flu shot?
Way ahead of you.
Schedule free flu and other vaccines for the whole family. Online today. Walgreens.
If your grandpa wears one of these, or if your wife wears this, you can count on USAA membership for the spouses, kids, and then grandkids of those who served. Count on us. Count on USAA.
At Domino's, you can pick 2 medium 2-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Let's see how that compares to some other options that are about $6.99. $6.99? $6.99. $6.99? $6.99. Yeah. Order any 2 medium 2-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Only at Domino's.
Well.
First clean inning for Anthony Molina out of the bullpen for the Rockies. Got the final out of the 4th. Gets the teeth of the lineup. Lourdes Gurriel goes first pitch attacking. And bounds one foul. A good night for Lourdes. 3-run home run in the first. Got the scoring started. And that left Bradley Blaylock to close his line after Molina came in and shut the door in the 4th inning. 7 runs on 6 hits. The 4 walks were crushing. A couple of walks set up the home run for Gurriel.
Yeah,
and he chases for strike 2.
It was just tough for him, Connor, to be able to clean inning and really finish hitters, and the lack of the field, the breaking ball. I think the Diamondback hitters sensed that. So tough sledding for Blaylock.
And second week in a row that the Diamondbacks have hit him well. The difference last Saturday when it was the same exact pitching matchup, Eduardo Rodriguez against Bradley Blaylock. And as there's a swing and a miss, tied him up with a fastball. And Molina's gone 2 to the plate, 2 set down out of the bullpen. 1 away in the 5th. Baseball's just heating up. Be part of the excitement, action, and unforgettable moments. Scan the QR code or go to MLB.com/tickets and plan your ballpark visit. Shirt not included. Strike 1 to Del Castillo. That was a. You were maybe going to go lobby that fan for that shirt, right, D-Train? And you could see yourself rocking.
I'll take his word for it with that shirt. That was actually really cool. You know what I mean? With the purple sleeves and the skulls. I like it. I like it. He's like, I hope the Rock's
good Halloween shirt.
Yeah, right. Yeah, good Halloween shirt. Yeah, good shirt. Loving what I'm seeing from Molina right now, being able to show that fastball and that breaking ball combination. And Connor, this is what happens when you're able to really land that breaking ball and really set the hitter up and get that downward movement as well. Ooh, and a nice little changeup at 88 miles an hour. I see you, Molina. Good sequence. Okay. But that's pitch mix, Connor. That's exactly what you have to do in the big leagues. Throwing the fastball at 96 to 98, throwing the breaking ball to really change that eye level, get him ahead, and all of a sudden that straight changeup, very difficult to cover.
And so that brings Locklear to the plate after that nasty sequence for Molina. And looking for his first hit of the night. Here's the 1-1 from Molina, and a swing and a miss. Here's the 1-2. And 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Molina working at a rapid pace because he feels good about his mechanics. Another big time arm from the right side. I think he has more of a starter characteristic in him, but he's going to be the long man today.
And back through the box, but well shaded. Shunk makes the grab. 4 up, 4 down for Molina since he entered. Middle of 5.
It's time to say not so fast chronic kidney disease. Because with a progressive disease like CKD, slow is good. And believe me, I know all about slow. That's why I'm here to tell you about Jardiance. It's a little pill proven to slow the progression of CKD and reduce the risk of kidney failure, which can lead to dialysis.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine, which can be fatal. Stop Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, trouble breathing, or increased ketones. Jardiance may cause dehydration that can suddenly worsen kidney function and make you feel dizzy, lightheaded, or weak upon standing. Genital yeast infections in men and women, urinary tract infections, low blood sugar, or a rare life-threatening bacterial infection between and around the anus and genitals can occur. Call your doctor right away if you have fever or feel weak or tired and pain, tenderness, swelling, or redness in the genital area. Don't use if allergic to Jardiance. Stop use if you have a serious allergic reaction. Call your doctor if you have rash, swelling, difficulty breathing, or swallowing. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
So go on, say not so fast CKD. Ask your doctor about Jardiance for chronic kidney disease.
Get yourself ready for a trip through McDonald land. There's thick shake volcanoes, you'll even find a French fry there. Just turn around and see if you won't find a hamburger patch as a handful of McDonald's and McDonald's.
Come get the new Mount McDonald Land Shake when you order the McDonald Land meal.
We have down here and one up there.
Nope.
So I just kept
going. This is ours?
I just kept going.
A fourth shutout for Eduardo Rodriguez in his start for the Diamondbacks. And he gets 8, 9, and 1. Kyle Farmer gets it started with strike one. One out in this inning, and he'll match his start from last week, but that's going to go for Farmer, and there goes the shutout. Kyle Farmer deposits one into the left field bleachers to make it 7-1 as the Rockies try to stir up another comeback.
Yeah, Rodriguez making a mistake with the changeup, middle in, right into Farmer's nitro zone, and as soon as he hit it, he knew that baseball was not coming back. 400 feet, 101 exit velocity. Rodriguez knew it right when he threw it, and he heard that sound. He says, that's a mistake right there with that changeup. He's done an outstanding job staying right there in that zone on the arm side. And Farmer doing a good job of recognizing that pitch mid-flight and putting the charge in it.
Aaron Schunk looks to follow up the home run. For Farmer, it hasn't been a great offensive season. His value has come from the fact that he can play literally everywhere on the diamond, including being their blowout position player that pitches. And this is off the end of the bat out to shallow right center, and Thomas makes the grab. But Farmer has hit Rodriguez well. RBI single last week, home run tonight off Rodriguez.
Love that. Head down through the baseball, and you know, every team needs a Swiss Army knife and a veteran presence. You can see all those smiles in the dugout saying our seasoned veteran getting his foot down and getting the good guys on the board at home.
Back to the top for Tyler Freeman. Outside. Farmer's been on some good teams throughout his career. He's on the 2017 Dodgers as a rookie, team that went to the World Series. He's on the Twins in 2023, and they won the AL Central. That was the team that had their first playoff win since 2004, their first series win in the playoffs since 2002. Third base line, and it dies in the grass. Tyler Freeman's second hit of the night didn't go more than 40 feet up the third base line.
I like that from the school of Juan Pierre. That is a soft bunt down the line in no man's land. I love that. It really caught the whole defense by surprise, hugging the line. And sometimes as a pitcher, you have to put that baseball in your back pocket because there is nothing you can do. You cannot make a play on that. And like we talked about last inning, man, no lead is safe in this ballpark.
I used to run the base like Juan Pierre.
I see where you're going.
Here's Tovar out to center. Into the bit of Thomas.
Little Jay-Z right there. I like where you're going. I like where you're going. And to be honest with you, Connor, I think that style of baseball needs to come back, because to be able to get a runner in scoring position and you see all these extra inning guys struggling to move the runner over, those nuances to play the game correctly and really force the defense has been missing the last couple of years.
Pierre was the best you ever saw at it?
Oh my goodness, not even close. Not even close. I mean, if you crash too hard on him, he can bunt that ball past the defender, and it can be a double because all of a sudden everybody in the whole infield is crashed in, and the outfield just can't get to the ball.
And this is vaulted by Goodman and to center. Who wants it? It'll be Carroll. And the inning's over. Farmer homers. And the Rockies have their first run. They hope to make this a chaos night like it was against Pittsburgh.
Sarah Benzino, Brandon Coley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
Yeah! Woo!
What'd she call Harper?
Oh, you mean Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
We actually sold the Twins naming rights.
You know, like stadiums do. Kids are so expensive these days. Here he comes.
Oasis Breeze Tan and Spa.
Yeah! If you need a tan, I'm your man.
Could do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
Works for us.
The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
Your new beginning starts with Genesis. Now, during the Genesis Summer Signature event, get 2.99% APR on the GV80 plus a $1,000 bonus, exclusively at your local Genesis retailer.
Inside every dog is a struggle.
Flavor is good. Let's have some good.
Chewy is fun. Fun.
But flavor...
Fun! Good and fun!
Indulge your dog's good and fun cravings with good and fun treats for dogs. Let dogs dog.
Let's go, bud. Hurry up. Come on. I'm a baseball dad. Just because I didn't go pro doesn't mean my kid won't. See me, Dad.
No pressure, kid. Just everyone watching.
Coach says it doesn't matter if you win or lose the game, but that's what losers say. You gotta swivel those hips, right? And you gotta swing. Or! And if you don't have the right insurance, you can be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
The Queen is here!
The Royal Jewels. Presenting Tyson lightly breaded boneless chicken bites. Always been Tyson.
The farm dog, Kyle Farmer, 7th home run of the year, gets Colorado on the board. 6-run lead in Coors Field equals what in a normal ballpark, in your mind, D-Train?
About 3-1. It's a close ball game.
Okay.
Striking distance, 4-1.
Especially with these bullpens. Alec Thomas against Molina, right back at him. He knocks it down, and Molina makes the athletic play, firing across his body. Self-defense, and he did hobble back a little bit. He's grabbing his right hamstring. Almost took a body blow on the line drive and then may have tweaked something.
Yeah, I think that feeling of the ball ricocheting off him is finally settling in, and really pitchers are athletes too, and so he was in no man's land, falling over and not being able to defend himself. But stays with the play, and that's a tough play for anybody, especially the right-hander. Knew he got the out, but all of a sudden that pain starts to sink in and hits him right in the middle of his leg, and so he's just got to be able to shake that off, and that's going to be a nice sized bruise for a long time because that ball was coming off that bat hot. Gives a little smile as well.
Now, first look, I thought he got glove on it, but no, that hit him flush. Oof. All right, good to see him smiling. He'll take at least a couple warm-up tosses, you would think.
I will never forget, Connor. I did the same thing, falling off to the third base side against, Mike Piazza, and I was in no man's land, and my hands were tied, and I started screaming before that ball even hit me, and so, it took me back to that play, and the ball just sat right in front of me, and so as soon as I cooled down after that ball game in the 9th, boy, that pain started to sink in. So nice to see him stay in the game.
You were looking agile, mobile, hostile today. It's Founders Day at Fox, celebrating the founding of Fox Sports.
Oh, we had a good time. We had a really good time. And last year I got a chance to pitch in this ball game, and everybody was jawing at me. So I had to, put a little bit more stick 'em on those balls today to try to get some outs. But we had a good time before the game call today. It was fun.
You recruited Bardia to play first base.
Oh, yeah. He was nervous, too. He made some blunders out behind me, but we ended up getting the job done today. But love my Fox family, and always a good time at Founders Day, man. They do a good job putting the event on, and always good to talk to some of the people you see behind the scenes that make us look and sound good.
What's this about you only pitching 1 inning? Oh, right back to Molina. He's seeing double after what just happened to him. He kept it off the hammy this time and gets Alexander. What's he got to do, man? Dodging line drives out there.
Listen, an out's an out, and I love that the crowd is cheering for him right now. Man, he's playing hard, and he's doing whatever he can to try to get outs, man. And you know, it's tricky when that ball is on top of you very quickly, knocks it down, and he's like, what have I done wrong? But I love it. Love the game.
He put "what have I done wrong" a little more succinctly as we showed in that replay.
And Connor, I don't wish evil on Ricky Bobby. Connor, I pitched more than 1 inning today. I went CG complete game. I had to change my shirt because I sweat through my polo today. So I didn't go 1 inning today, man. I was the designated pitcher. Don't believe those lies.
Box score reported it wrong. They had you at 1 shutout inning.
No chance. I went CG, baby.
And the crowd's feeling Molina right now. His 0-2. Tails outside. Looking like D-Train out there on Founders Day.
I love it, and I love the crowd that's appreciating this effort right now. They understand the situation in this season, but have a man up there going out there and still competing at a high level. And so I appreciate that the fans appreciate what he's doing thus far.
He's retired all 6 batters that he's faced since coming on. And Herrera in a fight with him with 2 strikes. A third 2-strike pitch is spoiled. Here comes a 4th one. This has been a good bounce back so far for Molina. And a line drive foul. Jose Herrera putting together good plate appearance after good plate appearance tonight. His first home run since April 6th, his first time up. Walked and came around to score on the Marte double last time. And he's worked a full count coming back from 0-2.
And that's an absolute excellent take. You just saw a fastball at 96. He turns on it. All of a sudden, Molina goes to the changeup. He doesn't offer at it. Good pitch.
And that's paid for a called strike 3. Not risking that he would have a jump scare again. He strikes him out.
The Quad Cities Used Car Summer Celebration at Highland Toyota. Choose from hundreds of SUVs, trucks, 4x4s, all-wheel drives, hybrids, certified and economy vehicles from just $99.75. Scan the QR code to claim discount. Buy a certified Toyota. Get a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. No payments for 90 days. Plus, Highland Toyota will pay top dollar to buy your used vehicle. Highland Toyota on John Deere Road and 53rd Street, Moline, or HighlandToyota.com. We've got the inventory.
Power to get the job done. Technology to make it easier. Tried and tested quality to keep you moving forward. The only thing left to add is you. Then you'll understand how life is better on a Honda.
For Honda ATVs, Hawkeye Motorworks in Davenport. HawkeyeMotorworks.com.
People, they're good for squad goals and squad. People are good for these kinds of cheers and these kinds of cheers. Jim Beam, best enjoyed together. Official spirit of U.S. Soccer.
SandCloud chose the Capital One Spark Cash Plus card. Their business earns unlimited 2% cash back on everything they buy. They get big purchasing power so their business can spend more and earn more. What's in your wallet?
Eduardo Rodriguez staying out there. 5 innings, just 1 run. The Kyle Farmer home run against him last inning. And that has been all for Rodriguez, who had a terrific June, but since the start of July, that ERA up around 7. It's coming down tonight, at least through 5. Here's Jordan Beck to get the bottom of the 6th started.
Yeah, the Rockies have had a difficult time trying to adjust to Rodriguez, staying away from him, using that fastball, really that sinker, and then all of a sudden the cutter up in the zone.
Goes the fastball up on Beck, who's a good fastball hitter. That's a dangerous place to live against Beck. OPS over 900 against fastballs on the year. Well, 2 times through. 1 win for Rodriguez, 1 win for Beck. He scalded a single his first time up, and then Rodriguez struck him out his next time through.
Always nice to see guys come up to the big leagues and learn how to be able to catch up to the velocity. You can make adjustments to the off speed, but if you have trouble with the velo, you're going to have trouble hitting in the big leagues.
There's strike 2. Well, if there's any doubt for Jordan Beck that he could hit velo, him homering off of Paul Skeens gave him all the confidence he needed. Because he took 99 on the opposite corner, on the outside corner, the opposite way for a home run.
Especially the arm angle that Paul Skeens possesses. That's a quality of bat to be able to do it against him.
Towering pop up way up into the mile high, and there's out number 1 in round 3 between Rodriguez and Beck. 1 away in the 6th. Now, those were back-to-back days where the Rockies had big comebacks. They had the 9-0 trail after a half inning where they turned it around and won 17-16 when the guy standing at the plate, Brenton Doyle, hit the walk-off home run. And a bounder up the middle, base hit. Doyle's first hit of the night. The 1-out single in the 6th.
Love what I'm seeing from these young Rocky hitters. They're grinding, trying to get something over the plate, especially against a veteran pitcher that knows how to pitch. And now you're in a situation where the 2nd and 3rd time around, you're more aggressive. You can time the velocity down. You're getting better swings.
And in a way, this is kind of like the 5th or 6th time through the lineup against Rodriguez, right? Because there's a squibber to first. Locklear gets the force at first, and then at 2nd they turn the double play. So Locklear goes the short way, then the long way, and the inning is over. 6 innings, 1 run for Eduardo Rodriguez.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya, with rapid relief at 4 weeks. Many people experienced remission at 1 and even 2 years. Some saw 100% visible healing of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Tremfya is now approved for Crohn's disease. Ask your doctor about Tremfya.
Skipping breakfast wasn't a big deal before.
I got you.
But now, Wendy's has Buck Biscuits, like the Honey Buddy Chicken Biscuit, so you'll never skip breakfast again. If you're smart. Breakfast for a buck? Gotta be Wendy's.
I know you're working really hard, but we need a vacation.
Strictly family time.
This Friday.
Guys, I'm not gonna fight you. I'm on vacation. It's supposed to be a tourist.
Nobody 2 is an awesome, crowd-pleasing, fist-pumping, all-out brawl of a film.
Oh my. Yeah.
Nobody 2, rated R, only in theaters Friday.
Gatorade has the #1 proven electrolyte blend, designed to hydrate better than water. Made to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel, so you can lose more sweat and earn a place in history. Gatorade. Is it in you?
Peekaboo. At Sargento, we've been making your post-lunch, post-dinner, post-whenever snack a wow, wow, wow. You can taste over 70 years of our family commitment to high-quality, real, natural cheese in every bite. You have our word on it, you have our name on it.
Sargento.
A promise you can taste.
7 up, 7 down for Anthony Molina. He's settled this game in since Bradley Blaylock left. The starter for the Rockies gave up 7 runs. Geraldo Perdomo starts the back third of this game with strike 1. Well, Molina last inning took 2 balls right back at him. One hit him in the hamstring, and the other almost hit him in the hamstring, knocked it down before it got there. And then he decided enough of contact. Struck out Jose Herrera looking to end the inning.
Thus far, I love what I see from Molina, being able to repeat his delivery. Good fastball, excellent breaking ball. He has a true breaking ball, more of a short slider to the left-handed batter. To me, his changeup is his best pitch.
It's 2-1. 3 balls and a strike. And he's back on the mound. Molina's back on the mound for the first time in 9 days. You mentioned D-Train, how he has starter-like stuff. Ooh, Perdomo drops the bat. Not usually a way to earn favor with Adrian Johnson, the home plate umpire. If that factors into the zone on 3-2.
Yeah, I think Perdomo was trying to settle it a little bit. Molina, a good pitch.
He's swinging away and goes inside the bag at third for a base hit. Turning around 97 for a leadoff single.
Excellent fastball down and away from Molina, but Perdomo has talked about it early in the ball game. He's been absolutely the outstanding table setter, letting that fastball travel deep. Understand that there's a hole on the left side of the diamond. This Diamondbacks going once again.
So 7 in a row retired to start the outing for Molina. First base runner against him is the Perdomo single. And now he faces Ketel Marte for the first time tonight. Only guy he hasn't faced. He came in to face Corbin Carroll, who was waiting on deck. You've got these 3 bunched up at the top of the lineup: Perdomo, Marte, and Carroll. You hear Torey Lovello talk about it a lot, that he likes to bunch these 3 guys. Early in the year, it was Carroll hitting leadoff, Marte hitting second, and then Perdomo hitting 9th. So Perdomo was bunched up with those guys second time through. But now they're 1, 2, 3, top of the lineup. And there's a strike.
Well, you know, the one thing I like about it with Perdomo, you look at the guy that can control the count and control the strike zone. Then all of a sudden it takes pressure off Marte. He can be able to just be aggressive with himself. And also, Corbin Carroll, and all these guys run the bases very well, and they all have power. And so I'm going to keep those bunched up too, because they're athletically gifted and they really feed off each other. Perdomo will go up there and say, I'm going to make the pitcher work, so I want you guys to be aggressive. You see the fastball early on, it takes the pressure off those 2 other guys to be able to try to work the count. So got a chance to talk to all 3 of them, and they definitely feed off each other.
Well, 2 of those big 3 have reached. Leadoff single Perdomo, followed by the walk for Marte. And it'll bring the 3rd of the big 3 to the plate in Corbin Carroll. I know Diamondbacks fans are disappointed how, you know, the first 3-4 months of the season have gone, and the fact that they ended up trading a couple of their key players with Suarez and Naylor and Merrill Kelly, a guy that's been productive since 2019 on the mound for the D-backs. But the cornerstones of the franchise, especially this offense, are still wearing black and Sedona red. These 3 guys that we're talking about. And they've got him locked up for a while, too. Perdomo signed through 2029. Just gave him an extension in February. Carroll is signed through 2030. Extension he signed during his Rookie of the Year season in 23. Ketel Marte through 2031. So yes, they sold, but these are the building blocks still.
Absolutely, and you have to lock these type of guys up because they get in a situation they continue to produce the numbers. They're going to be price ranged out. And if you're looking at Molina right now, this is the first time he's been in a stretch, and he's having difficult with the release point, and that's why all of a sudden he's falling behind in the count. But I love the way they run the bases at the top of the lineup. I love the power. So you keep that core for a very long time.
His 3-1 is roped into right center field. Perdomo runs well and has no problem coming in to score. Carroll races to second, and it's an RBI double. So they get the run back that Farmer gave the Rockies on the home run. A 7-run lead again for the D-backs.
A fastball center cut. Carroll does a good job of not trying to be too big. The first 2 swings in the ball game, he was trying to be too big, and that's why he was rolling over to the second baseman. This ball is center cut, hits the ball right back up the diamond, and it ends up ending Molina's night.
Well, an excellent start for Molina. Retired 7 in a row, followed by the big 3, Perdomo, Marte, and Carroll hitting him hard.
Known for pursuing your passions. No one wants to be known for cancer, but a treatment can be. Keytruda is known to treat cancer. FDA approved for 18 types of cancer, including certain early stage and advanced cancers. One of those cancers is early stage non-small cell lung cancer. Keytruda may be used with certain chemotherapies before surgery when you have early stage lung cancer, which can be removed by surgery, and then continued alone after surgery to help prevent your lung cancer from coming back.
Keytruda can cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body during or after treatment. This may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, diarrhea, severe stomach pain, nausea or vomiting, headache, light sensitivity, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, confusion, memory problems, persistent or severe muscle pain or weakness, muscle cramps, fever, rash, itching or flushing. There may be other side effects. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems, such as Crohn's, ulcerative colitis, lupus, or myasthenia gravis, or Guillain-Barré syndrome, an organ, tissue, or stem cell transplant, or receive chest radiation. Keytruda can harm your unborn baby.
Keytruda is an immunotherapy and is also being studied in hundreds of clinical trials exploring ways to treat even more types of cancer. It's true. Keytruda. See all the types of cancer Keytruda is known for at Keytruda.com and ask your doctor if Keytruda could be right for you.
The new DQ Reese's Caramel Craze Blizzard Treat is the perfect blend of Reese's and caramel. Soothe your sweet tooth with Reese's Peanut Butter Cups and Salted Caramel Truffles. With pure Reese's bliss in every bite, you'd be crazy not to.
When you list on Apartments.com, renters will start coming out of the woodwork.
Single family home? Yes, please. Wow.
Spacious. Apartments.com.
A place to list a place.
Well, rookie Dugan Darnell on out of the bullpen. A great story from indie ball to the big leagues. Making his debut this year for Colorado. He spins in strike 1 to Lourdes Gurriel. With nobody out in the 7th. Big 3 of Perdomo, Marte, and Carroll all reaching, adding another run and chasing Anthony Molina. Ground ball pitcher Dugan Darnell. Misses on the fastball, 1-2.
Darnell sequencing, being able to spin that slider and keep it away from the right-handed batter. Also rushing that fastball to be able to change eye level. Very important. He's in a tough situation. The runners in scoring position and no outs.
And over the top of the split, Gurriel swings through it. And that's strike 2. Count was 1-1. I was wondering where I made up that other strike. Here comes the actual 1-2. And a big bouncer. This is what Darnell does best. Induces a ground ball, pounces off the mound, and holds the runners with the first out.
Try to tell you, Connor, pitchers are athletes. That's not an easy play, especially Goriel seeing how high that ball is. He's hustling down the line. Darnell has the play behind him, has to turn around and fire a strike. Made that play look easy, but that's very difficult to get a good grip to be able to fire a strike with the runner barreling down.
So one away for Del Castillo. And I was never doubting that pitchers are athletes, especially seeing you field your position today in that wiffle ball game.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to need some Advil a little bit later after this game call, after diving after that ball on that turf.
And pop up to the mound, I expected you to be pointing to the sky.
You know what? I should have did what I did in the majors and said, hey, they're paying the third baseman and first baseman to make that play. They should make that play. We stay out of it, but enjoyed the festivities today. It was fun today.
In your 40s, you've just gotten more aggressive, apparently. Del Castillo rips one foul. Del Castillo's getting this run in the big leagues because Gabby Moreno is hurt. The Gold Glove catcher for the Diamondbacks fractured his finger against the Reds in early June and actually played through it for about a week before hitting the injured list. So for the second straight year, Del Castillo's gotten the call from AAA. And a bouncing ball, foul. Just missed, driving in a couple runs.
If you're Del Castillo, this is a situation where you understand who you're playing behind, and now you have a runway to be able to give out some quality at bats and just show your presence. And whether it's in a Diamondback uniform or somebody else's uniform, you can show that you can be impactful in a big league uniform.
2-2. And over the top of the split, Darnell nasty for the second out. Well, it's almost that time. College football season is coming. And since the moment it was announced, everyone's had August 30th circled. Arch Manning era kicks off with Texas in a playoff rematch with #1 taking on the defending national champion, #3 Ohio State on Big Noon Saturday. What a way to get the season rolling. August 30th only on Fox.
That's going to be fun. That's going to be really fun. They do an outstanding job on Big Noon kickoff, top to bottom.
Now that is 2 weeks from Saturday. I would say hard to believe it, but feels like the offseason is taking a while. Can't wait to have football back. And a tough play for Shunk, and he's made all of them tonight. Dugan Darnell, he's an athlete on the mound. So is D-Train. Pitchers are athletes too, basket style.
When a migraine strikes and I've taken a trip down, side effects like dizziness can throw me off. Ugh, migraine again. Ubrelvy works differently. It keeps me in rhythm, quickly stopping migraine pain within 2 hours. And some have pain relief that lasts all day, so I can handle whatever the day may throw at me. Don't take if allergic or with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Tell your doctor all medicines you take. Report increased blood pressure or color changes, pain, or numbness in fingers or toes. Get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, which may occur days after use. Ask your doctor how you can stop migraine attacks and stay in rhythm with Ubrelvy.
I'm glad we got Jersey Mike's for lunch.
Yeah, this sub bowl looks great. Wait, why is Danny DeVito fishing in here?
Oh, that doesn't matter. This is a Jersey Mike's commercial. So what matters most is your sub and that sub bowl, freshly sliced. That's what matters.
I don't think you're allowed to do that.
It's okay. I'm feeding the fish provolone.
Yeah, but
That was a provolone. Where the subs matter most. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Apartments.com gives landlords the tools to manage your rentals with ease. It's like having a whole team of yous. Look at this.
Just approved another application. Hey, Jim. Rent payment received. Another lease sign. Ring the bell.
Fair market rates.
A housewarming, Gad. Keep generating that lease, Jim. I'm sorry, what's in the microwave? Bedroom.
Don't join the team, no. Keep it work, no dancing. Apartments.com, the place to list a place.
And action.
Applebee's 2 for $25.
Zoom in.
Get 1 appetizer and 2 entrees like the new chicken Parmesan fettuccine.
Choose 1 appetizer and 2 entrees. Applebee's iconic 2 for $25.
Sorry, were we in that shot?
Eduardo Rodriguez saving the D-backs bullpen so far tonight. He's been given a comfortable lead. D-backs scored 5 early, added on with 2 in the 4th, make it 7-0. Solo home run for the Rockies in the 5th from Kyle Farmer, who is due up second in this inning against Rodriguez. D-backs got it back on Corbin Carroll's RBI double in the 7th. It's been an efficient night too, D-Train.
Outstanding.
The 80th pitch.
Outstanding pitching by Rodriguez, being able to use all the corners, the 4 corners, back and forth, and so very unpredictable with not only the location but the pitch mix as well. And so they've been in sync all day long, and so quick innings, soft contact, and only made 1 mistake, and that's the home of the Farmer.
What we just showed you at home is why he's so deep into the start. Last 3 innings, 27 pitches total. And this is breaking news that he has a 3-ball count, because the last 3 innings he's gone 27 pitches, 21 strikes. His 3-1 is back in the zone and fouled back by the rookie catcher Fulford for the Rockies. So this is more of a return to form of the June Eduardo Rodriguez that we got used to watching in the desert. Chopper out to Perdomo at shortstop, who's been busy last couple innings. And he throws out Fulford for the first out of the 7th. So time for a rematch. Kyle Farmer took Rodriguez deep for the only Rockies run. Hit him well out of the 8-hole. Hit him well each of the last 2 weeks. 7th home run of the year last time. Rockies would love to get into the Diamondbacks bullpen. These teams collectively, I think on the chaos meter, have had the highest level of chaos in the games they've played. They haven't always won them, but the entertainment value this year has been sky high when the D-backs and Rockies play, not just against each other, but individually.
You ask both managers and staff in front office, they wanted to be a little more quiet around these parts. The chaos is not necessarily good, especially if you look at the Diamondbacks, who felt like they had a roster coming in this season that can get to the National League Championship Series.
Farmer out to second, and Rodriguez retires him for the first time tonight. The D-backs, entered the year Corbin Burns top of the rotation, making the big splash to sign him to that $210 million deal. He gets injured in June. There's Aaron Schunk with the bases clear. 2 outs. Shows a bunt. Trying to play Juan Pierre ball. Takes a strike.
Once they lost Burns, it just felt like their season was over, because at the time Corbin was the only guy consistently throwing zeros up in that rotation. The rest of the guys were trying to find their way, and all of a sudden, man, it was like a house of cards. The bullpen started to fall apart, get injuries, subpar play, and even though the offense was one of the better offenses in the first half, man, a ton of blown lead losses, and that can be demoralizing in the locker room.
I don't think anything summed up the state of the D-backs more than game they played in early June. just the way the first half went. They were leading a game 4-0 into the 9th inning against the Seattle Mariners. And Justin Martinez, their stud closer who throws 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
He was 1 strike away from ending the game. Kind of an uneventful 9th inning. And then he hurt his elbow with 2 strikes and 2 outs in that game and had to leave. Passed it on to the bullpen. They blew that game. Or at least they blew that lead. The kicker was that they ended up hitting a walk-off grand slam in the 11th inning. Josh Naylor did. And you would have thought that he hit a walk-off sac fly the way that they celebrated. So I think everybody in that dugout knew, oh man, we just lost another reliever. And a fly ball right center field. Carroll cruises over, almost had to go over his glove, but it's a 1-2-3 for Rodriguez. 7 strong.
Aaron Judge leads the Yankees.
Judge again. Wow!
Against the Cardinals.
Oh my goodness!
Or Tigers, Twins. Baseball Night in America, Saturday at 7 Eastern on Fox.
Stand up. When I move, you move. Just like that. When I move, you move. Just like that. When I move, you move. Just like that.
Huggies Little Movers with new HugFit 360. Big moves, even bigger protection.
Every great performance starts with a great night's sleep. Thanks to new Natrol Sleep and Restore, which helps me be this me, this me, this me. I'm kidding. To be my best at all of this, I have to be my best at this. Every great night's sleep starts with Natrol.
New Natrol Sleep and Restore for your ultimate restorative sleep.
The power of baseball goes beyond the field.
Together.
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 With hotels and vacation rentals, Booking.com has something for everyone.
Seashells! You got anything more boutique?
Oui, right this way.
Yeah, we're talking.
What about something more family friendly?
Maybe a resort with a water park?
Or somewhere less family friendly?
Yep, one Vegas hotel for the bride-to-be.
What if we hate everything?
We have free cancellation. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, Booking.com.
Yeah!
Season high for Eduardo Rodriguez, 7 innings. Is he done? Is the question. 93 pitches. Was activity in the bullpen. Alec Thomas flies one to center. Routine for Brenton Doyle. And 1 pitch, 1 out in the 8th. We remind you, play ball will make you dance like that. It is baseball's global youth initiative to highlight the fun and accessible ways to play our great game. To learn more, including how to find a league near you, go to playball.org and follow at Playball on X, Facebook, and Instagram. I always think of the expansion Rockies when I see their mascot. The day they opened this ballpark, the mascot comes out of the egg. You remember that, D-Train? You ever seen that video?
I do remember that. I was like, oh, that's different.
Right?
That's different.
Literally the hatching of a new mascot. Down the line, that's a fair ball. Alexander with a laser to left, and he is up to second with a double. A terrific August carries on for the hot-hitting, sharp-shooting Blaze Alexander.
Yeah, I really like his game. I love his athleticism, being able to cover the baseball inner half. If he gets too big with that swing, he hits that ball foul, but right past Carroll's reaching arms. Covered the changeup pull side. Just caught the foul line.
And it's going to be real interesting with what the Diamondbacks decide to do with their strategy when they get to the offseason. Now that Eugenio Suarez has moved on to the Mariners, he was a free agent to be anyway, so they likely would have had a decision if they had moved on from Suarez and didn't sign him in free agency. But where does Alexander fit into that? Your old home in Kane County, where you played in single A ball, had a chance to spend some time around Blaze when he was a D-backs minor leaguer, when their affiliate was Kane County. Teammates loved him, and that's carried on through AA, single A, and out of the big leagues. Good guy to have in the clubhouse, and now he's starting to produce at the big league level for the first time.
You know, it's a situation where the Diamondbacks went out and spent a lot of money just on Corbin Burns, and unfortunately he got hurt. Will they be a little gun shy to give another big time free agent if this out on the market to sign a third baseman, or will they give Alexander a chance in spring training to go out there and continue to get settled? Now, he's proven offensively he can do that at a high level. Defensively, he's athletic enough, and so I believe it's his job.
1-2. The other part of that calculation for the D-backs front office is Jordan Lawler is their top prospect, and he is a shortstop naturally, but Perdomo's got that locked up now. So there's some thought that maybe Lawler plays third base. Fly ball, shallow center. Alexander going halfway, and Doyle makes the grab. Alexander back in there with 2 outs. So with Jordan Lawler coming back from injury, he's rehabbing right now. Could be ready to go as soon as next week. But he really struggled. Lawler, their top prospect, did when he was up in the big leagues earlier in the year. Was 0 for 19 at the plate. But the good news for Alexander is that they've gotten him some reps in the outfield too. He played some center field in AAA. So he is positionally versatile, so it doesn't have to be third base for Alexander.
Well, is this another safety net? We'll see what Lawler does. Comes back a little bigger, a little more confident, even though he struggled in the big leagues the second time around coming in spring training. And you have Alexander that you know and trust. You can put him in the hot corner because third base is a different monster than shortstop. You know what I mean? And that's a position where you want to see guys hit for power, especially in the corner outfield positions and the corner infield positions. And so does Alexander have enough power to be able to do that?
A bouncing ball to first. Darnell covers, and a job well done. Came in and cleaned up the 7th, and strands the double in the 8th.
Look up.
Oh, man.
Is that the scent of hope? Justice?
Citrus.
Simon?
Whoa. I smell
Super.
Oh.
Huh? Nature sure is full of wonders.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Next level dog people give their dogs next level protection with NexGard Plus. One and done monthly parasite protection against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. Used with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Get next level protection with NexGard Plus.
I'm the guy sitting next to your girl on the kiss cam, and this game just got a lot more interesting.
Sheila? Mom?
And if you don't have the right home coverage, you might have to kiss your savings goodbye.
With hundreds of sales every week, eat well for less at Whole Foods Market.
The chase for the championship is on at Live Golf Indianapolis, live on Fox. Rahm's gunning for back-to-back. Neiman's looking to finish what he started. And Bryson's here to blow up the script. All the stars, one last shot at the title. It's all going down at Live Golf Indianapolis. Saturday and Sunday at noon Eastern, live on Fox.
Back with the D train, Dontrell Willis, Connor Onion, bottom of the 8th. And on comes Juan Murillo, who closed out Tuesday night's win in Texas for his first big league save. So by the rules of baseball, this is not a save situation. But this is 2025 D-backs Rockies. This is Coors Field. So it feels a little more savey than most games would. At least as the rule book says. He came out of the bullpen and we thought, wait, Juan Murillo's coming out. He's got closer-like stuff with his big fastball, 100-mile-an-hour fastball. But ballpark plus the way the season is going with all the blown saves the D-backs have had and blown leads they've had this year. Maybe Torey Lovullo wanting to play it safe.
Murillo's got a big-time arm, got a chance to work with him in the Dodger organization, and now he finds himself in a high-leverage situation for the D-backs. Fastball can run up anywhere from 98 to 101, and we talked about it earlier in the ball game, 37 blown lead losses, and so that's going to leave a bad taste not only in Torey Lovullo's mouth, but really the front office. If you look at all the games they had leads in, and I'm talking about 1-run leads, 2-run leads, 5-run leads. I mean, it was really deflating in their locker room and really in their season.
Freeman flips it out to right, and Corbin Carroll roams over to grab the first out. Well, great night for Eduardo Rodriguez. Now it is up to the bullpen to get 5 more outs for the Diamondbacks to get it to the finish line. The tip of the cap to Rodriguez after 7 strong tonight, his longest outing of the year. It certainly helps when your offense hits you a couple home runs early. He had a 3-run lead before he took the mound. And just to tie a bow on that thought on the D-backs bullpen situation. Murillo was the 19th different guy to enter in a save situation the other night. Had 19 different bullpen arms be in a save situation.
Yeah, that's difficult to win major league ball games, especially for a ball club that has expectations coming into the season. I mean, A.J. Puck went down, Chevy Miller went down. It was a lot of key arms that you needed in high-level situations, and so a little bit of a struggle down there, but I like what I see from this young man thus far.
Murillo's 1-2. And it stays with the fastball, and it's laced to right, and Carroll has made both outs, backing up Murillo. A little perspective on where you should be as far as how many guys you're using. You know, the most stable bullpens in baseball, you have, maybe 1, 2, maybe a third guy that you trust in a real tight spot to close a game. The Padres, who have the best bullpen in baseball right now, they've only had 7 different pitchers in a save situation this year. Goodman bounces one 5-6 hole. Keep the 8th inning going with a 2-out single.
And I want to continue in that note. You want to talk about the firepower that's coming out of that bullpen for the Padres. I don't think any of those guys possess a fastball under 97 miles an hour on any given night. And so you don't need a long, high leverage guy in the middle of the inning. Once you're winning after 5 or 6 innings, that game's a wrap.
Yeah, when you have not just your closer and Suarez as an all-star, but your guys that are working now the 6th and 7th inning as all-stars. That's how you know. Padres went for it big, getting Mason Miller now to work in front of Suarez at the trade deadline. Here's Jordan Beck. Spins outside from Murillo. So the D-backs have taken the approach now that they've sold. They're going heavy rookies out of the pen. They have 5 rookies in their bullpen right now, Murillo included.
But a lot like the Rockies, though, Connor, this is a situation for some of those guys in the bullpen to really establish themselves for the next year. If they can get, a couple guys out of that bullpen that they trust to be able to lock down the 7th or the 8th or the 9th, I mean, for your foreseeable future, you have some talent coming in there, that guys that you can trust and really establish out there and hopefully keep healthy.
Well, they certainly see that with Murillo, with closer-like stuff.
Yeah.
Get Martinez and Puck back.
They look so young down there. It looks like an AAU team.
Yeah, right. 2-2 to Beck. You're kind of jealous of those guys hanging out in the wilderness.
Listen, I love that bullpen, but you look at some of these arms, Murillo, Hoffman, they have some talent. And the Diamondbacks have always had in their history guys in the back end of their bullpen that you can hand the ball off to. And I don't care who you are, you need to start and end on the mound. Excellent changeup by Murillo to get the strikeout.
So since he's returned to the big leagues, his first career save and a scoreless inning, part of the baby-faced bullpen.
If you keep making that face, it's going to stay like that.
I'm trying to get my own car insurance.
USAA. Grandpa was in the military. He shared membership with your mom so she could share with you. Easy.
USAA. Check if you're eligible today.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the Office of the Commissioner of Baseball and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent.
It's the Quad Cities Used Car Summer Celebration at Highland Toyota. Choose from hundreds of SUVs, trucks, 4x4s, all-wheel drives, hybrids, certified and economy vehicles from just $99.75. Scan the QR code to claim discount. Buy a certified Toyota. Get a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. No payments for 90 days. Plus, Highland Toyota will pay top dollar to buy your used vehicle. Highland Toyota on John Deere Road and 53rd Street, Moline, or HighlandToyota.com. We've got the inventory.
Power to get the job done. Technology to make it easier. Tried and tested quality to keep you moving forward. The only thing left to add is you. Then you'll understand how life is better on a Honda.
For Honda ATVs, Hawkeye Motorworks in Davenport. HawkeyeMotorworks.com.
People, they're good for squad goals and squad. People are good for these kinds of cheers and these kinds of cheers. Jim Beam, best enjoyed together. Official spirit of U.S. soccer.
Subway's footlongs are packed with protein, like the Ultimate BMT or the All-Pro Sweet Onion Chicken Teriyaki with 58 grams of protein. And now, Subway MVP Rewards members can buy any footlong in the app and get 40% off. Fuel up now in the Subway app.
The Bananas were just at Coors Field a couple of weeks ago. You can stream every out-of-market game in the entire major leagues. Now available at a new low price, $69.99. Blackout and other restrictions do apply. Visit MLB.tv for details. I know a couple of people that would love to see Dontrell Willis wearing that Savannah Bananas jersey. Those are your kids.
Yeah, you might see me in the future, maybe in South Florida, be able to do that. But heck of a job they're doing putting on the show. Everybody's having a good time, and so my children had a chance to do it 2 years ago, but I had a job at MLB on Fox, but hopefully I get a chance to suit up in that yellow and do the leg kick one more time.
Don't you do have a job. Don't be leaving me for the Bananas now. Marte to left, and Beck makes the long run in to retire Ketel Marte. It's another one of those reminders, though, how much people like baseball in this town. And I know it's kind of Harlem Globetrotter-ish, the Savannah Bananas games and shows, but the place was sold out when the Bananas rolled through town. Rockies played the Pirates, that big comeback that we were talking about earlier. A team that was 50 games under 500 had 36,000 people in the stands that night.
Well,
they came back and won.
I just love the idea. Being able to get the fans involved. You're having a show. It's a circus mixed in with the baseball game, and it's some high-level talent and plays that they do behind. And also, the coolest thing is the stars that they bring back for each stadium that they go to. I think that's the most appealing part about it all. And so it's fun to see some of the old-timers almost pull their hamstrings out there trying to run the bases and whatnot, but it's a great experience.
Another ball pulled to the right side by Carroll. Anderson juggles it and didn't make the play. The new pitcher, Nick Anderson, a little trouble with it, and Carroll reaches.
Yeah, that throw was just a hair behind him, and Anderson had to look over to see where the ball was, then look to his right to try to find where the bag is, and this is a very difficult play. And that's exactly what happened. And so always you try to break down early to be able to give yourself room to know where the bag is. And for Farmer, that throw wasn't that bad.
So Anderson has to work around traffic with the home run hitter from earlier, Lourdes Gurriel, at the plate. Got the start for the Diamondbacks on their 8-run night so far. Fouled away. The Rockies giving up 8 runs tonight. That's as many as they gave up all series when they took 2 of 3 against the Cardinals this week.
Yeah, there are only 6 series win all year, and 2 of them are beginning against the Cardinals, and so. But you got to look at it with positivity and try to build off it and see some of the guys that you know coming into spring training next year that you can count on to try to win a job. And so being able to play in those type of ball games and get it done helps in the locker room.
Anderson, one of the more veteran guys, 35-year-old journeyman reliever around the young bullpen. This is 5th team in 6 big league seasons. Might remember him pitching in a couple postseasons. That ball's hammered, and that's a foul ball. Just to the left of the chalk. You may remember Nick Anderson, who's pitching for the Rockies. He was with the Rays in 19 and 20. Pitched in the World Series. So this ball just foul. Good call by Ramon De Jesus, third base umpire.
Yeah, looking like Corbin turned on the afterburners, thought that ball was fair. A little delayed call.
And a swing and a miss. Anderson, nice changeup to get Gurriel.
Especially, Connor, after that fastball, Gurriel turns it around. Anderson does a good job of tunneling that split finger off the same plane. Tough ball to cover.
So he's 1 out away from working around the error. It did go as an error on the Corbin Carroll bouncer to first. Went on Anderson. So Del Castillo looks at a strike out of the 5-hole, working on an 0 for 4 night. That was the 22nd error this year by a Colorado pitcher. Here's your hint. You might know this number off the top of your head, but I'm going to put that 22 errors for Colorado pitching in context of your career, D-Train. How many errors did you have?
Oh,
entire big league career.
Man, I could get to that ball, but I could throw it away with the best of them. So I want to say 17.
17 throwing errors.
Yeah. 17 throwing errors. That first base kind of moved around on me. You know, a little bit of, you know, it's sweaty in South Florida. I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm just saying. So what's the number on that?
All that leg kicking's got to be a little dizzy. I give you a break on that. But yeah, 19 total, 17 fielding, 2 throwing. I'm sorry, so 17 throwing, 2 fielding.
See, I wasn't crazy. I think one year, I think one year I led the league in putouts, but I also led the league in throwing triples, if you know what I mean, from first base.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh, wow. Spry out there. Another examples of pitchers or athletes.
If you're living with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis or active psoriatic arthritis, symptoms can sometimes hold you back. But now there's Skyrizi, so you can be all in with clearer skin.
Things are getting clearer. Yeah, I feel free. To dim my skin, yeah, that's on me. Nothing is everything.
With Skyrizi, you can show up with 90% clearer skin. And if you have psoriatic arthritis, Skyrizi can help you move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement. And that means everything. Now's the time. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Lasagna?
Lasagna.
As in lasagna?
60% of cats are overweight. Feed them Iams Healthy Weight.
Brandon Coley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
What'd she call Harper? Oh, we actually sold the Twins naming rights.
You know, like stadiums do. Very lucrative.
Oasis Breeze Tan and Spa.
The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
Happy birthday, Grandpa.
Any words of wisdom for the family?
Eat more wings.
Wow. Let that sink in. Kids, I think you'd all agree that these were words that your grandfather used.
You expected tears at drop-off. You didn't expect them to be yours. For whatever happens next, grab Kleenex.
Jalen Beeks looks to get this game to the finish line. An ERA under 4 with an elite changeup, one of the game's best changeups going right now. Jalen Beeks out of the D-backs bullpen.
By far one of the game's best changeups, and he can throw it ahead in the count or behind in the count to land for a strike.
Brenton Doyle looks at the fastball for ball 1. There are only 3 guys that have gotten more value out of their changeup this year in baseball. Top of your head, you think you got him down? 3 best changeups in baseball ahead of Beeks.
Oh. Well, we kind of get the split finger and the changeup kind of mixed in, so I'm trying to think of 3 of the best changeups.
True changeups. One is a Cy Young. One's a Cy Young winner. Oh, Beeks.
Blake Snell.
Beeks. Hold on here. Is Beeks all right?
Oh no.
Training staff is coming out. Oh, this has been a once a week, if not more, thing for the D-backs. He said, I'm fine. He gave the thumbs up a little bit earlier.
Well, you can understand why the D-backs are on high alert when their pitchers now at this point aren't feeling themselves on the mound, because so many injuries that they had have been guys on the mound, and so that's a little tricky situation because you're so late in the year now. If it's a significant injury, you might not only lose them this year, but lose them next year as well.
Good to see Beeks right back up there. Back in the zone. That velocity looked like it normally does too. He's usually 94, 95 with the fastball. I always worry about that after the guy gets a little attention. Right back in there with 94. And that was the case with Corbin Burns. He got Tommy John surgery in early June, so he'll be out part of next year also. Sounds like Martinez will be the same, their closer. Glad Beeks is back in there. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Brenton Doyle. I won't leave you hanging on the changeup note, by the way.
I'm waiting on it, actually. I'm waiting on it. I'm very intrigued to hear who these names are, because you look at Beeks' changeup and his short arm action, it's very deceptive. It's almost like Johan Santana, where it never gets to the hitting zone. And so Yeah, I'm eager to hear that. You guys already know how many errors and throwing errors I've had.
Oh, this ball is crushed by Doyle out to left center. Gurriel is out of room. Brenton Doyle goes yard. Second solo home run of the night for the Rockies. And it's 8-2 in the 9th inning.
I really like his game. He defends at a high level. Obviously, he has some power, especially to the pull side. Just a gamer, and he will be the core of the Rockies' future.
Well, their best hitter since the 1st of July. Swinging like it his last 2 at-bats. Single, now a home run.
Yeah, this is a fastball that just leaked over the middle of the plate. I thought his passes, the first 2, were very good. He just fouled it off and finally got one that he barreled.
So Kyle Karros sees that nasty changeup from Beeks for strike 2. And the Rockies in their comeback against the Pirates when they won 17-16 did it with a big 9th inning. Of course, Doyle had the finishing act with the walk-off home run. Rockies hope that's a start tonight. Still chasing 6 in the 9th. Two and 2.
Excellent take by Kyle Karros. He's trying to double up with the changeup down just below the hitting zone. Very enticing.
Started 0-2, back to level. And a sharp ground ball right at Alexander, who skips it low to first. Nice dig out by Locklear. And Beeks has his first out of the night. All right, I won't leave you on changeup island anymore. So the only 3 guys that have gotten more value out of their changeup this year than the guy standing on the mound, Jalen Beeks: Tarek Skubal, Christopher Sanchez,
yes,
who should have been an all-star with the Phillies.
Absolutely.
And then Michael Wacha with the Royals.
Micah's always had an excellent changeup. Mr. Sanchez, I mean, he's up there with Wheeler as far as being one of the aces from the left side. Tarek Skubal, man, one of the most talented in all of baseball from the left side, where you're going 101 miles an hour in the 8th inning and dropping a 92-mile-an-hour changeup. I don't consider that a changeup if it's over 90 miles an hour, by the way. That's just a bad fastball.
Well, Fulford drives this to center. Deepest part of the yard. Thomas has just enough room. 2 away in the 9th. Isn't that kind of by definition what a changeup is?
Yeah, but that's so hard. The hitter, he might have a tick. To me, that because of Skubal's depth change with that pitch, that's why he gets to swing and miss. Yes, it's velocity, but it's also because he's able to manipulate that ball. He's such a strong individual.
Kyle Farmer smokes the ball back up the middle to keep this game alive. 3-hit night for Kyle Farmer. He's enjoyed hitting against the D-backs the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, the veteran Farmer doing a good job with this handling the ball middle and down. So every time a D-backs pitcher has made a mistake, he's been ready to hit on time.
So pinch hitter, Warming Bernabel, the rookie who took the league by storm his first couple of games. First week he had 3 home runs as a big league ball player, called up on July 26th. He's the last chance. Pinch hitting for Aaron Schunk here. Trying to get it back to the top of the lineup. Downstairs. 23-year-old rookie out of the Dominican Republic, who a little less than 2 years ago thought that maybe his baseball career would end. And Half-hearted cut at that gross changeup, 1-1. Bernabel and his wife were struck by a bullet in a drive-by shooting in the DR. And he's down to his last strike here. Fortunately, both have recovered. His wife got to be there in Baltimore the day that he hit his first home run in the big leagues. And one that he appreciated no matter what, but especially after that a couple Decembers ago. 1-2. And a swing and a miss. It is the changeup that gets Beeks to the finish line. And the Diamondbacks, after their series win in Texas, take this one comfortably, 8-2, to take the first of 4 from the Rockies.
Yeah, you saw how talented the Diamondbacks offense was early and often to provide Rodriguez a nice little league, and Rodriguez, the veteran, was outstanding for 7 innings, keeping the Rockies offense off balance all game long.
Rodriguez, the headliner on the mound. Lourdes Gurriel, the 3-run home run, got the D-backs started, and they led wire to wire, win it 8-2. For Dontrelle Willis, flamethrower today in wiffle ball, and bringing fire on the mic as well. I'm Connor Onion. Diamondbacks win it 8-2, thanks to Joe Williams, Brian Peterman leading our production crew tonight. 8-2 your final. We thank you for watching. Good night from Denver.